tell you something, Joe, Eddie, Robinson, Rolandis, whatever the hell you want to be called. Let me be very clear. See, I can speak your name. I will speak your name, and you know that you are in federal court. You know that the federal court has jurisdiction over your ugly ass, and it's time to pay the piper. See, you ran around here listening to all these people giving you fake information. They set you up, you bit into it, and you got on here defaming my husband and me, and your black ass is going to pay. I don't give a damn if you think nobody can collect a judgment off of you. We can, because I will attach your Facebook money. I will attach your YouTube money, and I will go after your damn TikTok money, including I go after them damn toenails at Lily's. I have them clip his toenails and try to auction them off. But we're going to have a conversation tonight, y'all. Y'all tap the screen. We're going to have a little recap. I need y'all to tap the screen for Miss Hillary while we go over a few things that Joe Glizzy had to say. Let's see what Mr. Joe Diddy had to say. And for those of you that don't know, he's talking about me in this clip that I'm getting ready to play for y'all. Y'all just tap the screen and we're going to do what we do. Okay, here we go. This is Joe Diddy today on live speaking about this lawsuit.
Y'all know in y'all right rabbit mind, okay? Especially the ones that's over there watching them and like they down for it, like they rooting them on and stuff. Everybody knows these people have not been doing anything to me besides bullying me, talking about me, trying to make me look bad, telling a bunch of lies on me. But they want to do the suing. I don't need a lawyer. I don't need to go out here and spend no money. That's what they want me to do, really. They're trying to get me to fly to these little cities and states and stuff to come up here in court and stuff. Not gonna happen. They want me to go pay for lawyers and all the retaining fees and all that other stuff for this bunch of BS. Not gonna happen. Because for one, for you to get me on a call with the judge in your city and your state for a civil matter and get us on here, all of us, the judge and the moderators and everything that they had on the phone, including you and I, just to tell these people that you dropping the charges looked very crazy, because there's no charges can be stuck on this matter. Everybody knows that. I don't sit up and make my lives and my contents and stuff about these people. I don't at all. So what do y'all think that y'all have to incriminate me on charges? Federal charges within that. Like I'm sending hitmans to people's houses and stuff like that. I don't even know where y'all live at. I don't even know y'all telephone number. Y'all.
Let me first of all tell you this, Joe, before we continue on with the recordings. Why are you in the federal government? Why are you in the feds? Let me explain this and break this down. Y'all tap the screen for Ms. Hillary Sanchez. We're going to go through these videos and we're going to talk about it. It's public information. Let me tell you one more time while you are where you are right now in the defendant's seat. And why did Ms. Hillary Sanchez strategically not let a state court handle a federal court matter? It's called a strategy, okay? You didn't win any damn thing. I moved it from the state to the feds that had the jurisdiction. For some apparent reason, I've got you in a hump shaking mood because you got on here, you were compelled to speak up. And that's the facts. So this is what we know. We know that you know that this is a real federal case, and that you got on here talking about you ain't getting a lawyer, and you come on here talking about results, and you talking about you want to apologize to the communication the Jamaican communication when you should have been saying the Jamaican community, and you want to come in a federal courthouse, represent yourself? Let me tell your ugly ass something, Joe Diddy. You are going to be held to the same standard as any lawyer who is admitted to practice in the state of Connecticut. And if you think you won't be brought into the federal court, think again. You need to have these people who have been helping you inform you of the things that you need to know about. Okay? You need to understand that. Why does Miss Hillary have a valid claim against Joe Robinson? We're only going to speak about you so that you can understand Joe Diddy and everybody else can understand. You took your ugly ass on this app and you spoke about things that was not true, you knew to not be true, and you did it for clicks and views and likes. You smeared my husband's name, his credibility, his morals, his ethics, along with other people, and including myself. You went around here saying all types of stuff your black ugly ass can't prove. Now you're going to go to court. I don't give a damn if I talk about you 24 hours a day. You are going to take your ugly ass to the courtroom in the federal court, and you're going to be your own lawyer, or you going to risk losing everything you got, because I'm not going to let up on you. If you haven't figured it out yet, Hurricane Hillary don't play. Hurricane Hillary don't play. And that's what I learned. I learned your actions speak louder than words. Your actions speak louder than words. And what did my actions say? See, you got up here talking about what you was going to do. I'm going to sue this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. And now it's, I'm not going to waste my money. I'm not going to retain a lawyer. I'm not this. I'm not that. Who gives a damn what you not going to do? You are still going to have to answer, or you can just get a default judgment against your ugly ass. And then I'm coming up there to get that fake Gucci, that fake Birkin bag, them damn Louis and Moochies, and I'm taking Lily. I'm grabbing Charles on the way with his bobbing damn head. We lifting that damn trailer up. And we're going to lead a septic tank. You can stay in the damn septic tank. You are going to answer to this lawsuit, whether you like it or not. Okay? Let me be very, very clear to you. Okay? I don't give a damn if you say you broke. You be talking about you got all this money. You got all this damn mouth. You got all this money that you claim that you got. You got money like lottery numbers. Did you forget about those videos, Joe Diddy? Did you forget about them videos where you said you got money like lottery numbers? You got checks coming in. You selling all them damn seasonings, that damn cat litter you got. I hope the sales go up because you're going to court. I don't give a damn. If you waving the white flag talking about I ain't got nothing, I guess you'll be sitting around waiting to collect like I am. No, I'm not going to be sitting around waiting on nothing. And let me be clear. Let me be crystal clear. Miss Hillary Sanchez is the one who sent the police to your house. I did, because I served your ass with the paperwork that you needed to have. They had them other investigators there to serve your ass, and you got it. Nobody did it to harass you. I did it because it's the proper legal way to serve. And that's just the truth. And let's be clear about it. So let's listen in on the recording. Y'all tap the screen. Tap the screen. It protects the live because they're mad, y'all. Tap the screen. Thank you.
People to my house, polices and stuff to my house. Y'all keep putting my link in my telephone number on social media. Y'all on social media. Y'all know that on social media. Y'all know that. And so a lot of people might don't think, but I work hard for why would I go spend my hard-earned money to go sue you and you have nothing for me to get. I don't want to teach you no lesson. I don't want to sue you and get money. That's the thing about it is all of you sue somebody, you suing them for money. You ain't suing them for no lesson. I don't want to go take my money to teach you no lesson. Everybody knows I could have been had charges on any one of these people. I could have been had charges on them. But I choose not to because guess what? Nobody has nothing for me to get. The same as me. I'm not rich. I don't have nothing for you to get. I don't have nothing for you to sue for. So if you even win, it don't matter. I can keep you on the burner just like the people got me on the burner and gave me my money yet. It doesn't matter. But what matter is that y'all dealing with the federal. And my thing about it is what y'all doing, you need to stop. Don't you need stop? You need to stop it because somebody's gonna wind up doing some serious time for some BS. Because what y'all are doing is just making these fake little accusations and stuff about me saying this and me doing that. Y'all probably got some clips that y'all done seen me saying something to somebody. Y'all gonna say I was saying it to y'all, which I got the clips and stuff of all my videos. If the judge want to see any of it, I can show them the whole proof. And so a lot of people might don't think.
Okay, let me welcome in my panel. Hello, everybody. Hello, Queen Eyes. Hello, Ty. Hello, Miss Cece. Welcome in, Queen Eyes. I am calling you tonight, as I said, but how are you, sweetie?
I'm okay. I'm just sitting here trying to understand the foolery because he clearly doesn't understand how the the system works. He can't. He cannot know. He can't know.
Absolutely, he doesn't know. He doesn't know at all.
I mean, the fact that he even said that he's not going to waste his time, first of all, that does not make you a friend of the court. Judges do not like being ignored. And the fact that you would have the audacity to say, I'm not going to waste my time and do this, that, and the other. Sir, ma'am, he's definitely causing himself more harm than good. But you know what they say, a man that represents himself in court has a fool for a client. So let him carry on.
Hello, Miss Ty. Welcome in.
Hello. How are you?
The secret. How are you?
Good. I'm ready to clock this tea and ready to hear everything. And this man is just deluded. Hey, everybody. This man is just delusional.
Yeah. Well, for some apparent reason, I don't know what would make him think that he doesn't have to answer a federal, federal, all of that, the aspects of potential. I don't know what makes him think that he has a legal defense because I have a show and a podcast and I talk about him and other things I want to talk about every day. I don't know what makes him think that bars me from suing him. Hello, Miss CC. Do you want to chime in, please? I know you got some good analysis for us.
Hey, let me tell y'all. I'm at work, right? I'm working kind of late tonight. I had to contain myself while you was talking so I wouldn't wake up the dead. I saw the video and let me tell you, I just looked and it was like, am I looking at stupidity? Am I looking at sorrow? What am I looking at? I'm looking at somebody who's trying to throw rocks, hide their hands, someone who's trying to clean up a mess that they made. See, one thing for certain, two things for sure. You got to understand the state is different than the feds. The feds is going to come holler at you. The state will let you sit home and chill and, it's okay. But the feds is going to come holler at you. And because you keep speaking about feds, you know that it's bigger than what you made it. So all the people who coerced against Hillary with you, if I was them, I would take a back seat because there's a thing that's called conspiracy. Conspiracy is more than one person, meaning 2, 3, 4, and so on and so on. So if you don't believe that these other people can be brought in. Just look at Donald Trump's situation. Look at Rudy Giuliani, perfect example. He got to sell everything. He owed them people in Georgia. Them two women in Georgia, they say, I want my stuff right now, not later, but now. So if I was these individuals, I will let Netta do her thing by herself. She got Charles and she got Lily, and the rest of y'all just sit back and chill.
And you know, a lot of people don't realize, you know, the law when it comes to, you know, you can plead a conspiracy where two or more people conspire to bring somebody's platform down, to defame them, negligent infliction of emotional distress. You need to understand state statutes. You need to understand how the federal government arm can extend and bring you from Alabama all the way to Connecticut. See, you thought a state court, you're okay that way on that, but that wasn't the civil case. You and me both know that was not the civil case. There was nothing that the judge needed to hear. Just because you had them rogue mods and everybody there trying to be your witness and lie for you, and you had your deck stacked, and you thought you was doing something? No, it wasn't going to happen that way, Joe Diddy. What's going to happen is when you bring yourself down to Connecticut for your deposition. Do you know what a deposition is, or what y'all said it was before, a dissertation? That's what y'all called it. You and Omar called it a dissertation. It's actually called a deposition. That is where you sit across in a chair with a video camera going and a court reporter recording your answers. And they're typing and the person is asking you questions. And you're giving testimony just like you were in a courtroom, because what will happen is that transcript will be used against you later on come trial when you try to get your lies together. But when I'm begging and pleading with this 100 people in here, I'm begging and pleading that you do bring them people who you had in that Zoom link waiting to try to gang up against me. I want you to bring them so when they come down here, then one, they getting their ass arrested. That's one. Number two, then they're going to be sued and served themselves. See, you can't serve nobody on Zoom. You're going to bring your behinds down here, and then you're going to be served. So go ahead.
And Miss Hillary, if the feds tell Russell Simmons, who's in Bali, you got to be in our office Monday morning, what you think they're going to tell somebody in Alabama? He all the way on the other side of the world. He down there in Alabama. If the feds tell Russell Simmons, you better be in our office on a Monday morning, and he all the way in Bali.
You guys tap the screen. Let's get to 40K. Somebody says, do you think that he gonna be in Big Joe voice or Lil Netta's voice?
It's another character probably be created by then.
There'll probably be another character created. But what part of a defamation case does he not understand libel and slander? You know, if you said, hey, CC took $5,000 from me and she didn't do what she was supposed to do in her business, I would be defaming your business. And the only how I could win against you, and you know this, Miss Cece, is have the receipts showing what you did. Because you can't sue somebody for telling the truth. You can never sue nobody for their opinion, and you can't sue anybody for the truth. See, the difference between Joe Diddy and the rest of them was that they didn't formulate their sentence into the form of an opinion. This is one example of what he said. Well, you know what? They said that her husband took her credit cards and charged them all up and ran up her credit, and she got bad credit. They said that she took her husband took a bunch of her money, and now he living his best life. They left. It's a fedito. That's what he said, and that he got a baby and he got this and got that. Do you know the difference? Do y'all is my panel following me? Do we understand the law, the elements of a charge in a civil case?
And you are also forgetting how they made the fake page of your husband
Oh yeah.
and put his face with it.
Yes, and we know exactly who that person is. We know exactly who made that profile. The subpoena had already come back from TikTok with the local police, so that person has been identified. So that's why I don't argue with them. I don't argue with them. I'm just doing like Santa Claus. What do Santa Claus do when you naughty or nice? He's
He's checking his list, and she making a list and checking it twice.
making the list and checking it twice.
But Miss Hillary, evidently they don't understand the way the feds operate. They should learn by these celebrities, Diddy, IE, because they done went to his house, raided his house, and did all these things. And then what they do? They walked him down.
And not only that, sweetie, think about this, Miss CC. Not only that, think about they got Diddy out of another country, okay, that they don't even extradite, and Diddy came to turn himself in. So you telling me Joe Diddy is so iconic that he's going to defy a federal court judge telling him to come down there?
Well, first of all, the feds won't even allow you to pursue a case unless they are ready to go to trial anyway.
Say that again. Say that again.
They're not going to do that. The feds do their due diligence and then they do what they need to do. Everything is going to be in a neat package with a bow in order for the feds to even get involved.
And
That's
you know
exactly
the
what it
feds
is.
don't want to look like a fool, so they're going to get all their ducks in a row before they come holler.
That's right. Y'all tap the screen for Miss Hillary. And so what part of this don't Joe Diddy understand? If you you know what you do when you make a mistake, you can apologize, right? But in the legal aspect of it, when you discovered that you could not prove that my person did this stuff you already said to hundreds of thousands and millions of people, we got the videos, we know the views you get. Why haven't you brought your behind on this app and you said, you know what, I don't have the proof for this, so therefore I want to retract that statement? Do y'all get that? That is how you mitigate your damages. If you don't have the proof and you know you have been sued, you get back on the same platform that you were on. You make the proper apologies. You recant those damaging, slanderous statements, and then the damage is mitigated, but you still gonna pay. You still gonna pay. But you see your ego, his ego is going to be his downfall. His ego is going to be his downfall. See, they think they got so much on me because I did that story with the BET Awards. He was detained. We got proof of that. The people who provided the information are all between law enforcement, management at that hotel, and other security people. I didn't rely on just guessing and making up stuff. I got people who will be called to court. Sue me. How many months did I tell him to sue me, Queen Eyes? How many months was he on you?
I mean, you kept telling him, if I'm lying, sue me. He never once brought the case up because he knew it was true.
Tap the screen, everybody. Thank
And
you.
it's crazy because what's going to happen is they're looking for everything in and of itself. So a lot of other boxes are going to get checked while this is going on. He said on his video today, I have my videos to prove it, and it's done. You're absolutely right, sir, ma'am. You do have your videos to prove that you are a liar. And it speaks to his character that he does lie. And then to turn around and say, I'll just be on the back burner. I don't have anything for you to take from me. He doesn't realize that you have made multiple videos stating that you do have it. So you're going to have to pick a struggle. And either way, it's just going to come down to the fact that you're not a credible person at all. So either way, the case, you're going to lose because you just lie. 1 minute you got $1 million. The next minute you don't have nothing to sue for. It's you. These are things that you said to millions of people every day. Everybody sees you on TikTok.
Right, y'all tap the screen, now, Hillary supporter.
The lottery number bank account. You said you was about to buy $1 million mansion. These are things. These are real lies that you have told. You lied about the BET Awards. That never happened the way you said it happened. You lie. And just to touch on conspiracy, the sad part about it is that is the toughest charge to beat. Conspiracy, you can get away, you can get a lot of charges thrown out. Conspiracy is very difficult to beat. So you're going to bring a whole bunch of people down with you, and they're going to throw him under the bus left and right, trying to save themselves. And then he's going to realize how not iconic you are because nobody cares about you, Joe.
And this is what was so funny, TikTok, and my guess is that he said he got all his videos. Then if you got all your videos, then you would know what you've done and what formed the legal basis for this case. You would know it. You would be able to point to all these videos that you did that I have formed a lawsuit against you with. You were the one that got on here talking about you were suing me for weeks. How did I beat you to the punch? Now you want to get on social media talking about, well, this person does this, she talk about me, she makes a page about this and this, and I don't have no money. I don't want to sue, I don't want to take my money and do that. No, you don't get a choice. This ain't Reading Rainbow. This isn't you get a choice. You don't get a choice.
Not Reading Rainbow. Oh my God, that was funny. Hi, Miss Hillary.
Hello, Miss Whitney. Welcome in, sweetie. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Did you get to hear Joe today?
I did, and honestly, at one point in time, I felt bad for him because he don't even understand what he's gotten himself into. So if he's going to federal court and he think he doesn't need an attorney, that's crazy. Now, I'm not gonna lie. If it was at the state level, yes, cool. I get that. But going to the federal courts as somebody who worked as a paralegal in the federal courts, they would have never took their case if it wasn't an actual case. If they didn't have actual evidence, they would have never took it in the first place. So it's kind of sad that he thinks he's gonna go there and defend himself and everything's gonna play out the way he think it is, because it's not. They're gonna eat him alive. I've watched it. I've set the cases up. I've done case files and everything. I've interviewed witnesses. I've coordinated travel for they're gonna tear him apart. And I'm not fond of him at all. But if he had any real friends or any family or any real common sense, he would definitely spend at least a little bit of money to get some kind of representation, because at this point, at the federal level, it's not a joke. And he still thinks that it is for whatever reason.
Well, I think what it is, Miss Whitney, is that I think that he thinks that because he was able to do this Zoom thing, that's what would happen in the feds. I think he doesn't think that, if you get in trouble in a state and you got to show up to court, you're going to go to court. See, a state warrant, depending on what type of warrant it is, will extradite you or will not. Okay. But if you committed unaliving somebody and you got a charge in the first degree about it, they're going to get you. They're going to come pick you up. But I think he doesn't understand what the feds do and how strategic Miss Hillary Sanchez was, bringing it to the feds and putting that federal arm around it when you have all these defendants in different states. So
Right.
you have to understand the law and how this federal government gets subject matter jurisdiction. He doesn't understand this. He doesn't understand that when you have a internet platform, you have social media followers in Connecticut. I know he has them in Connecticut because they have harassed me in Connecticut. And that's another basis that formed jurisdiction because he makes money in Connecticut. He doesn't understand this. Go ahead, Miss Whitney.
I kind of don't feel bad for him because he even said it's federal courts. People can do real time, but it's fake. It's not fake if people are really facing doing real time and getting into real trouble. At that point, it's not fake. So stop playing it off like it's a joke if you know that's not what it is. Because to anybody who has any common sense, you're not selling that story to them. It's like a wolf ticket. Nobody's buying it. If you have common sense, you know better. Because if that was the case, they would have left it at the state level and not let the federal government take it. If it wasn't sufficient enough, they would have never picked it up. Let's just be honest here.
Let's clock
So
that.
it's like, so he's like one leg in, one leg out. But at that time, like, just swallow whatever you did, because now it's above you and him. At this point, they're gonna do whatever they want to do
They're
with it.
gonna do what they want to do. You see, this is the true conversation that needed to be had. Before I want Queen Eyes or Ty to chime in. Everybody, y'all free to talk. But somebody in the comments, a lady by the name of A Brave says he's going to try to defend himself in a federal case, and he can barely read. I'm gagged. Go on, somebody.
Well, I
No,
mean,
and it's like real, excuse my language, but real shit, because he's gonna be dealing with federal attorneys. These aren't state level, these are federal attorneys. Like, they're not gonna play with him whether he has representation or not. They're still going to do their job. At the end of the day, these attorneys, they don't want to lose their case. Whether it's like I said, a state level attorney, like a state level, it doesn't matter. Nobody wants to lose. And they're not going to treat him any different because you're electing to represent yourself. They're not going to hold back on you. You're going to be a joke.
I agree, Whitney. I agree. I've got a question. Hi, Miss Hillary. It's Ty. I got a question, Hillary.
Yes.
So the case, right? This is a federal civil case, correct?
So this is a federal. What is filed currently is a federal civil case, and it has 3 causes of action.
Right. Okay. I wanted to make sure I understood that correctly. So thank you so much for answering that. I did catch his live today. I was quite annoyed. For one, there he go cooking, on high hell, got everybody waiting, and he is such a narcissist. Oh, it's not enough people in here, and I got some tea. So he wants everybody to wait until he gets so many people. You're not going to get 30,000 people in here, Joe. Those days are over. So say what the F you got to say and get the F up out of here. So I was so annoyed. By that. And then when you finally talk, I'm like, is this what you really? I really think that he wants this to be over and done with. And he thinks, maybe Hillary and, whoever will drop this. And that's not happening.
So, and wait, keep that thought. Let me break this down for those. And Queen Eyes, I'm gonna need you to unmute because you will be able to chime in on this. See, back a while ago, what TikTok didn't realize, and some of y'all may or may not know this, this is where you get these other federal criminal charges. Do you know you cannot post a post telling people to go attack somebody?
Absolutely. And he did do that. That was one. And then you have to also understand that Now it's going to call into question all of these aliases that he has, the fact that he has admitted on this app that he has done criminal activity. He has stated that he has paid people for fake doctor's notes. He stated that he has purchased food stamps. Like, the feds have so many ways to come at this man. Like, he really does not understand what he has stepped into. So it is definitely beyond you, because even if you were to say now you wanted to drop everything, once they start investigating this man, it's a wrap. And he did, in fact, say, go attack her. He sent people to attack you.
It was by name. It wasn't like you had to guess. He said Hillary. Attack her.
Go get her. That's what he said.
It's too damn late to wave the flag. And Miss Whitney spoke on that very well. I think she dropped. But Miss Whitney spoke on that very well as everybody else. See, people don't understand when you are on these group chats and you back on the back end and group chats talking and you plotting and you planning about what you doing and what you saying. My guest on this panel will tell you, we don't plot and plan in the back end. They come up in this box. Now, I do have a personal relationship and talk to a couple people off this app, but we don't sit and talk about what we doing on this or that. That does not happen. We mention certain things, but it's not like you're plotting against nobody. There's nothing to plot against. But the thing that I thank you guys for tapping the screen. The thing that people need to understand is that when you got a man who has millions upon millions upon millions of views, and you have people who are out here that's unstable mentally, and you're giving orders to your supporters and their loyal supporters, you don't know how somebody's going to act to your orders. When you telling them attack them, somebody could take that as a physical attack to do harm to me.
He also said it was their job to do it. He said that is what y'all are supposed to do. If y'all love Miss Netta, y'all are supposed to defend me. That is your job. That's what he said. So it's no different than a lot of the times when you see the different things with like the Barbs or the Beehive. They go after people not realizing the stuff that's coming out of these celebrities' mouths, and these people are taking it to heart. So you do have some people that are Joe fans that really, really will die on that hill. And they could have attacked you at any point in time. Like you said, there are people in Connecticut that are fans of his. You could have been just out minding your business. He doesn't have to say specifically, go harm her, but just to say, go and attack her. That is your job. It's a call to action, and anything could have happened. So
in their lives, and this is a good point to bring this up, and I'm doing this not because I'm trying to be messy, but I want y'all to understand something. I know Joe supporters are in here, and I know Joe is in here. They're screen recording, and I don't give a damn. Record on. Record this. When Omar from the Watts, Omar Fat Street, 100 Street, whatever he was, got on this app and he made a threat against me. Do you know the people sent me the video, Queen Eyes and CC and Ty, and I turned it over to the authorities. They conducted their investigation to verify who it was. He has an active warrant in Connecticut. When he comes to Connecticut to handle this federal case, he will be arrested. There is an active warrant for Omar Leonard. You don't have to believe me. Look it up. It's public records. Submit the request to records department to see if he got a warrant. There are plenty more who got warrants and getting more warrants. See, It's a difference in content, creating and having a podcast and doing those things versus when you cross the line and you do what you do. Now Joe Diddy feeling compelled, you guys, he felt compelled to come on here because he knows the pot is boiling. So he had to come on and address it. He was basically speaking to me because who's the other person who sued? Nobody else has sued him but me. So who is he talking to? So go ahead, Queen.
And it's crazy because he tried to bring up a lot of things that were said about him today. And I think he purposely did it to try to build a form of a foundation as to, what his defense would be. But the problem is you never said that about him. Anything that was said about him in regards to his status, if he had a house in Virginia or anything like that, it never came out of your mouth. So that has nothing to do with you. You didn't bring that to TikTok, nor were you the one that exposed anything about them. No. That was another individual altogether. So him trying to make it appear as though he has any dog in this fight is going to backfire as well because it never came out of your mouth.
Exactly. And we know that too. So let me tell him, don't do me any favors. Bring all your charges you want against me, as you said, people gonna be locked up with the feds. Bring all your charges you think you got against me. You don't have any. And if you think you do, you will find out. You're listening to the wrong people, Joe. You're listening to the wrong people. And I told you this. I told you, Joe. Okay, I hear you, Miss Whitney. I told you, Joe, that you literally got suckered in this. Thank you for the gifts, Lexi Mama. Thank you. You got suckered in this, Joe, and you don't realize it. And that's the gag. And see, these people who sent you this stuff that you relied on, guess what you're going to have to do when you come to court for your deposition? Depositions are to discover facts, to discover what you're going to say in court. You're going to be held to the same standards in your deposition as you will be sitting in that court seat on the stand in front of the judge and the jury. You literally have to respond. You literally have to answer to what is being asked of you. I don't think you understand. You getting on TikTok saying somebody is bullying you, doing this and doing that. That's not anything. If you have an action against Miss Hillary or the Miss Hillary Sanchez show, yes. Did you hear what I said? If you have an action against Miss Hillary Sanchez or the Miss Hillary Sanchez show, do your big one and file your countersuit against me, because this is what will happen. See, contrary to what you did on this app, I actually have liability insurance. I actually have insurance that will kick in and indemnify me. You don't even know what indemnify means, do you, Joe? I bet you don't know what indemnify means when you request your insurance company to do that. You probably have no clue what that is. But see, that's the difference between me and you. See, I have insurance that will kick in. I hope you would try to countersue me. I hope you would, because then that's when the big people come out of them insurance companies. And you think they're going to let you go down and try to take any of their money? You think they're going to let you come and file something, they're just going to pay you out? You think you better believe that's not happening. That's not happening. And another thing was so interesting to me is, and y'all chime in if I'm wrong, panel, did he not say before that his money is like lottery numbers? Did he not say that he got so much money, he ain't worried about nobody? He keeps money.
He said it.
That's what he said.
You know, and it's not my fault that he gonna be saying, Charles, your lunch ain't ready because we don't got nothing to cook it in. Because this is what is going to happen. You can come on TikTok all you want, pleading your case. This TikTok is not a courtroom, Joe Diddy. I told you these kangaroo courts, these messy court, all these other courts you think is something, it's not courts. These moderators you think that's got you and know so much and can give you so much information, then why ain't you been dismissed off this federal case? Get on there and dismiss this case. By the way, let me tell you something. Let me say this to y'all. Do anybody remember when Joe Diddy was on here around the 7th of October when we had our court date and he came on this internet playing part of the proceedings in court? He played a recording. Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember him playing a recording in the courtroom? Yes or no?
I remember.
Okay, now let me show you what I'm finna do and what the court said to everybody. I'm finna show you how I'm gonna have him held in contempt of court. See, this is the things that when you come to play, you gotta know what you're doing, okay? I want you to look at Queen Eyes Atai. Can y'all see where it says recording this proceedings? Can y'all see that? You
Yep,
you
can
are
see
not, what does it say? You are not allowed. You are not allowed to record this or any other remote court proceedings. Do you see that?
I see it.
Hello, Cookie RN. So I got the videos because people sent me the videos of Joe on live. They was playing this recording from the October 7th date. He was playing this from October 7th. He had these instructions from the court. I am filing an in contempt charges against him for violating this order that was given to everybody. Now, this is how you play chess and not checkers. Go ahead, y'all.
Joe doesn't take anything seriously, and that was evident today during that BS whatever he called that. I don't know what he called it. He was frustrated because he didn't have the views. He's in the kitchen with that same blue dishcloth, wiping down stuff, canned mushrooms, all the same stuff he does, sits down at that table. It was so embarrassing. It was cringing when he sweetheart, and got no response from Charles.
And then when he got a response, Charles was aggravated.
Charles had an attitude. Did you see him roll his eye? He was rolling his eye. He had an attitude.
Let me show. You know I got that. Look.
Yeah, he was so irritated.
Calling him sweetheart.
Didn't he look like your son? You know how your child, you call him every time and they playing that video game and your child is mumbling under their breath? I don't need the way Charles came in that kitchen. I said, oh my goodness, that man don't like you.
Netta gonna say, oh, you know how they be when they be playing their game. No, he is sick and tired of you. He is
don't
irritated.
like you.
He don't
like you.
Being called sweetheart, because you know what? He clearly listens to Hillary. Charles finally ate on the real plate today.
Of course, and let me say this, y'all. I got a feedback, so I got to mute you while I'm talking. Let me say this, y'all. Joe, and somebody said it in the comments before, Joe done played with the wrong person. Hillary don't come to play. I come to slay in these courtrooms. See, you got to know what your legal stand is. Y'all tap the screen. Let's get to 60K. Tap the screen, everybody. Thank you. See, I made some promises to Queen Eyes, to Lexi Mama, to Mia, to Cookie, to everybody. There are people who have reached out to me trying to get me to settle these cases against them. Did you hear me? There are people who have reached out to me privately to get their name off of these lawsuits. Okay? And they mention a few $1,000s trying to throw it at me. I'm not interested. I'm not interested because see what you have to do, sometimes you got to show them. You got to get on here and show people. Thank you so much for the gifts. You got to get up here and show people that no, you can't get up here and smear somebody like you did and then get up here and try to wave a white flag. And then try to mitigate talking about you don't got it, you don't this, you don't that. No, you got it. You got it. Clearly you got it. Because if you don't got it, what you should have been doing instead of accepting accountability. This is this man's problem. He never accepts accountability. He never does. And he doesn't realize that I will attach a judgment to your TikTok money. The only how I won't get it is if you stop making TikToks and you get off of social media. And if you and Charles are married, so I'm going to attach the judgment to the both of y'all. So no matter what, and you already know I'm relentless. Do you know what that means? Hurricane Hillary is relentless, and you will find out. Courts move slow, but that's why I pull the receipts so that all my supporters would see the court case and see it was updated. It's still going on, and you know it. If it wasn't going on, y'all, why would Joe be talking about it today? Why would he be talking about it, y'all? That was his way of trying to speak to Miss Hillary. That was his way to try to speak to me. But I told Joe Diddy this a while ago. I told him this a while ago on the Miss Hillary Sanchez show. I said, your first step, Joe, is that you need to apologize to my sister. You need to apologize to my sister Mia, who you drug on this app, who you defamed on this app, who you made viral on this app because all she was doing was talking to your husband that he invited her up, and you call her all types of names out of her name. And I told you way back then, and you probably didn't listen, and you didn't comprehend it. I said, if you want Hurricane Hillary to come down and don't touch down every day, you need to figure out what you do. And I gave you the blueprint to one of them, which was that you got up on here the same way you disrespected black women and their children. You apologize, that it be genuine, and you apologize to Mia. Those were the things that I had given you. But see, you chose not to adhere to them. So therefore, you got Miss Hillary Sanchez, Hurricane Hillary on 5.0, a category 5.0. And if you don't think that Hurricane Hillary can do any damage, call up California and ask them what happened when Hurricane Hillary touched down in California. If you think it's such a joke and you think that it's nothing, then why are you coming on here trying to cop pleas? Or was it your plea to go and ask your supporters to fund your legal defense? I sure hope they do. I sure hope they do. Hello, Miss Mia. We were talking about you and I brought you up. How are you?
Good, and you?
Yes, honey. I don't know. I know you be busy and things. But honey, did you get to see Joe talking about the case today?
Yeah, I was actually on a coaching call, and my social media, my inbox just started blowing up, and then my clients on the phone, and they're like, Joe's talking about you? And I'm like, what? So yeah, I got to see it, and I'm just, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that Joe needed something to talk about. So why not talk about me you and Duchess. You see what I'm saying? To try to, like, start up a conversation on his channel. Because what else are you going to talk about? And then, I'm sitting there, and to sit up here and to call me a scammer with no proof is wild to me. So you're sitting up here and you're making up stuff. And you're telling,
Go
you're
ahead.
telling, you're telling people that I notarized documents for Hillary.
Oh,
Which
listen,
I've never
honey,
notarized
listen.
anything for you.
When I heard that, I didn't even call you to even talk because it was so funny to me. But when I heard that, that's also defamation. When I heard that I was like, wow, this person really don't like money. They really don't realize what's down the line legally for them and then to get up and then say that you notarized my court papers. Girl, go, please.
But my thing is, Hillary, they can't show the court papers where you see my notary stamp. They know that I'm a notary, and they've taken that and made a lie. Everything I notarize is documented. It's documented. And mind you, I don't notarize anybody in person. I notarize everybody online. So show a document where I notarize Hillary, because y'all have court paperwork over there. So post the paperwork where you see my name on the notary stamp. You can't. All you can come on here and do is make up stuff. But every time Joe puts my name in his mouth, his face is going to break out. Every time he puts your name, Dutch's name, anybody's name, a black woman, children, his face is going to break out. You got on there today and you got up there and talked about us with your face. Look, that's why your face is like that. Because ain't no good going to come to you. You're lying on people. I could take that information. That's defamation of character on my business. I didn't ever scam anybody. And some of my clients are in here right now. Scam them? For what? I don't have to. My work speaks for itself. I don't have to scam anybody. If anything, I'm going to help somebody. But scam them? That's not me. Type my name in the PPP and see if you see my name or my business come up. You will not. You will not.
Yeah, it's really mind-boggling to me. Go ahead, Whitney.
I'm just gonna piggyback off Mia, because as being a paralegal for the government, I was also a notary. You have to log literally every single thing that you notarize. So whenever they pull it, you got to be able to prove, like, yes, I notarized this on this date. People have to sign for it. So, it's crazy how people are really ignorant to certain things, and they just get up here or on the internet or whatever, and they just talk not knowing any better. Like, it's ridiculous. It's crazy. There's a whole process for everything, literally. And it's just blowing my mind that he said that, not knowing if you're a notary, you notarize something, you have to log it. That way, if something, contradictive or whatever is going on, they're going to go back and they're going to check your records. There's always a record. There's always a paper trail somewhere, somehow. There's always one. And so, like I said, it just blows my mind that these people don't know this. It's like, to me, it's common sense. I don't know about anybody else, but you can't just go out there saying that, because how are you going to prove it? That's like he was saying, well, I could have went to the courts and filed this when they said I had this, but for defamation. But if you got it, how is that defamation if it's the truth?
And not only that, Miss Whitney, I mean, this is the thing. What you're already being sued, sir, ma'am. You are already a defendant. So you don't need to be, you're not copping no negotiation pleas with me. This isn't a pretrial conference, sir, ma'am. This is pre-litigation. I'm not dismissing nothing. So bring your big one with you and countersue me. You think you want to get me for the BET Awards? Get me, because you're going to be shocked. See, you still couldn't answer the question how I got all those pictures in that BET pass that passed to get on that blue carpet that you wanted to be on? How did I get all those videos, those still pictures? That's because I have video. You don't know. Queen Eyes, I know for a fact, was in my live when I interviewed one of them security guards at the BET Awards. And he had a lot to say about what happened to you. Am I wrong, Queen Eyes?
Not at all. He was very detailed because he even said he picked up some of the tab for them because he felt bad for them. So he was very, very detailed in regards to what happened. So they can't even say you lied on them about that.
And they don't seem to get that. This is what they don't. Defamation. This is what he don't understand. So if Miss Hillary Sanchez got information from that security officer who literally was there on the ground, okay, who literally was there on the ground and provided me with videos, you just seen still shots. So do you know when you say, oh, she lied about this or that, then all I have to do is show the video. Show what I relied on when I said what I said on TikTok. This is the difference that you don't understand and you can't comprehend anything. It's about receipts. See, you got to understand what the true meaning of receipts are. Everything I told you, I begged you for months. People are in this room who can tell you in the comments that I said, sue me if I'm lying. Sue me if you wasn't detained. Sue me if Charles wasn't down there trying to sell his food stamps. I said it again. Now clock that. Go ahead, Mia.
Say something. So somebody just said in the comments that Joe said in the live and was like, I wanted Charles and that I was messaging him. First of all, messaging him? No. But show the receipts I was messaging him. He was, before that happened, he was inviting me to his live. I was inviting him to my live. This time around, Charles followed me. I just recently blocked him. But if we want to get technical and we want to clock some tea, when he first started messaging me on TikTok, he told me he was a fan of mine. So let's clock that part. Your husband is a fan of mine and been a fan of mine for a very long time. Second of all, your husband wanted to get out of the TikTok inbox and wanted to go to Instagram because he wanted a more private conversation with me, if you want to clock that tea. And then when we got on the phone, you were sitting up there, Joe was sitting up there fussing at Charles. He like, oh gosh, here she go. And I'm like, what? And Charles like, oh, she fussing. She know we over here on Instagram talking because she don't have access to my Instagram account. Let's clock it. Don't get on this internet and play with me, baby, because I got time.
So, I've been real busy today. So you mean to tell me Joe mentioned your name?
Me?
He mentioned Mia, Dutch.
You talking to me?
Yeah,
He mentioned all of y'all, you, Duchess, and Mia.
So what's so interesting to me
Can you
is,
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Mia. Were you going to talk? I don't know. She may have a call. But let me say this.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, so did y'all hear the part? Did y'all hear the part when I said Charles wanted to take the conversation from TikTok over to Instagram?
Yes, we heard it.
Yeah, so what I was saying was, mentioned me today and was like, I'll be in his inbox. Show the receipts. Show them. Don't come on here lying. Oh, y'all say my husband don't love me. He don't. Never is excited when he talks to you. When you say something or come around, he has an irritation face. He has an irritated look on his face. Even when we were on the phone, he's like, oh
Look,
goodness.
Mia, look,
That look
look,
right there, like, oh goodness. Here
look,
go Netta calling me and
look.
told me Netta don't have access to this Instagram. That's why Charles took the conversation from TikTok to Instagram and called me on Instagram. If you want to clock it.
Ooh, it's getting hot in here. Ooh, let me get this the curtain ready, the red curtain ready. So you're telling me that Joe Diddy got on here trying to cop a plea. Y'all tap the screen. Thank you so much for the taps. Thank you for the gifts. Y'all tap the screen. Thank you so much. Let me say this. Joe, you are not going to win in a court of an opinion out here. You need to go and find you a lawyer in the state of Connecticut who's admitted to practice in the federal court. Because if you come down here talking about you represent yourself, first of all, I'm going to pass out. Number two, when we get done collecting these judgments, as soon as I get the judgment, I'm boarding a flight straight down to Alabama to go to the sheriff's office so they can do a writ of execution. And I know Miss Whitney know what a writ of execution is. That's where you give a judgment to the sheriff and the sheriff goes and enforce that judgment to satisfy that judgment. Okay? And see, I didn't realize the depths of what was going on. I did not realize because I've been busy all day. So I just saw a clip. I didn't know he was on one of his long rants about me, Mia, and Duchess. See, I got to get up in this camera. See, Miss Hillary Sanchez got to get up in this camera because she's going to clock it for y'all. But
can you post what I just sent you?
What? Oh, you just sent me something? Y'all,
I just sent it to you on Facebook.
You guys tap the screen. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can get it. Y'all tap the screen.
Talking about I was inboxing her husband. What? Your husband's inboxing everybody. What are we talking about? Calling people cupcake and everything.
No, they look like a pound cake.
A pound cake. Ain't never heard him call you pound cake. Never heard him call you pound cake.
In fact, he said, "Get away from me" when they was in that jacuzzi. Fix it, Jesus.
That's it, Mia?
Yep, that's it.
That's from Charles.
Sure is. Your husband inboxed me.
There you go.
First, apologizing and telling me he's a huge fan of mine. Don't play with me, Joe.
Okay, Mia, I don't interrupt you. I'm sorry. I just read this. Is this saying I'm sorry, but it's like I said, she's doing this to show off for the camera?
Yes, what I've been telling everybody. Yep. Screenshots don't lie.
Wow.
Hate that you went through that, and plus I'm a huge fan of yours. What?
And does that say he had to cuss her out?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Wait a minute. Look at the bottom where it said, "I know I just had to cuss her out about it."
Your husband is cussing you out about me.
That's where that shut up in here came from.
How many times has Charles cussed you out about me though? Let's talk about it.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna say this like a lady I know on this app who's a content creator. This is good to me.
Hot and good.
This is good to me. Wow. This is insane. He can't say it wasn't him because he got 121K followers. That's him.
But that speaks volumes because what husband do you know? They gonna, if that's your husband or your wife, however, you're gonna stand 10 toes behind yours, right or wrong, in the public. You don't go and tell nobody this.
This just shows that Charles knows that Joe was in the wrong. What he did to Mia, to publicly humiliate her like that, and to make it go viral, cursing her, calling her out her name. Charles said it in when he was in the bathtub outside. He did say that, stop. She wasn't doing it. She wasn't saying it, but ignorant Joe over talking, not listening. This is hot right here. Ooh, this is hot.
You got me gagging.
Me too.
This is insane. This is literally insane, and you can't make this up.
I just sent you another screenshot.
Okay, y'all tap the screen. Tap the screen. I'll see it when it comes by. Y'all tap the screen.
You never sit up and lie on me.
That's where that shut up in here came from. That's why they was arguing.
But if I'm in your husband's inbox, why would you be on TikTok talking about if you don't got time for Mia, why don't you block her then? Why would you be saying that on you? That's on video.
Right.
That's on video. You can't make that up. This is Instagram. This is me and Charles's Instagram. So y'all see the first time, our first phone call was about 30 minutes long. That's when Netta called. That first phone call, that's when Netta called because Netta seen the TikTok messages. She seen that Charles told me to get with him on Instagram. And that's when Netta was trying to fuss at him like, you talking to bitches on Instagram now?
But I thought he had all the access to all the pages, remember?
No.
Isn't that what he said on the Auntie's
today?
podcast?
That's what he said today. Oh, I read all the messages, and he claimed Mia was trying to get with Charles. I knew that was a lie.
Hold on, everybody. So you mean to tell me when Joe Diddy got on here and said he ain't worried about Charles don't reply back to nobody's messages, he don't talk to nobody on this app? Do y'all remember that?
Yeah, but he didn't just say it on here. He said that on the Auntie's podcast. I got access to all the accounts. That's what he said.
He sure did.
How?
He ain't even got access to Charles' room. Come on, get out of here.
Like, was it Tia? I don't know who clocked it. She said you ain't. No, it was the other one. It was Blueface's mom. Said you don't got access to that Instagram. You don't have access to that Instagram. That's
she
why
said I could go get my assistant right now. If I bring my assistant out here, you gonna still say that you wasn't in the inbox.
And you know what? And this is what I feel that the aunties didn't want to go in. They had the receipts because people can do decoy. You can do a decoy investigation, and they wouldn't have been that direct to them saying Charles got this, Charles got that, and then they were talking to Charles, and see, they didn't want to pull Charles' card all the way, but they know something, and they knew something. And Mia, you did the receipts are receding. The receipts are receding. You cannot change that. You cannot change it. And this is the thing that gets me. He is hindering his thing on a state court thing that I clearly said. I clearly said it because he played it. I made a motion to transfer the state court over to the feds to have jurisdiction because the feds can reach you. You had won nothing. And of course, the state judge is going to say, well, you can't bring this back before me under these same facts. It has to be something new. That's fine. I wasn't going to bring it back to you. You didn't lose. I didn't lose anything. I wasn't penalized. I wasn't even held in contempt of court for calling you. Did he play that when I called him ugly? Did he play that for y'all when y'all was listening to the court proceedings? I bet you that wasn't played. I bet you he didn't play that part of the recording when he was in that violating that court order. But see, this is what you do. This is all I'm doing. Come tomorrow, I'm going to be down at the courthouse filing a motion for contempt. I'm filing a motion for contempt because everybody got this in their thing from the court, including Joe. And it said, recording this proceedings, you are not allowed to record this or any other remote court proceedings. It tells you clearly if the proceedings is a hearing on the record, a court monitor will record it. And you will be able to order the transcript or a studio recording after the proceedings. He did this for clicks, likes, and views and thought that they was going to make me to look out as a fool. And now you are going to be brought on in contempt of court. You are going to be brought on in contempt of court charges.
He has no respect for the court system. He has no respect for Black women, children. This man has no respect. That's why I was on his neck during his live, and his little trolls tried to get at me. I'm like, boy, bye.
Mia, you got the receipts, girl. You got the receipts.
Yes, she does.
The receipts are receipting. See, and this is
gonna come and lie on me.
You know, it's amazing how folks are so quick to forget. And remember, Charles said, "I'm a big fan of yours," meaning Charles had already been following you. Charles knew of you.
Charles was following me because let me tell y'all something. If y'all remember when Gabe was on the live with Netta trying to see, like what's really the problem, and I love how Gabe says my name, okay? But when Gabe calls me Charlakemia, I love it. But Charles came on and said, no, her name is Shalakemia. That's what he said. Corrected Gabe all up and down the video.
Yeah.
So then he was like, well, you don't feel like, Joe, you owe Charlakemia an apology? And he said no. And Charles said, why not? Do we need to play that video back?
Oh my God.
Charles said, why don't you feel like you owe an apology? Why not? Why would your husband be asking you that on video? It don't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
It just don't.
It makes none. Y'all tap the screen. Let's get to 100K today. Y'all get on to 100K. Miss Hillary Sanchez is extending her show today. Normally I only do an hour. We're an hour and 20 minutes. I'm extending because today's the day. And we're going to talk about some other things too. See, this is the difference. When you don't do nothing wrong, you can talk about what you want to talk about. But see, these people finna learn the hard way. You take them to court, hold them accountable in a civil proceedings. Do what you need to do. See, when is the last time that y'all seen him? This is what they put Joe up to do. See, they pumped him up. He went through probably hours upon hours of rehearsals before he got live and went live. See, them ex-mods of mine pumped him up to do what he done today. Okay? Trust and believe. They all are in group chats now, messaging each other, and they in here now listening, screen recording, and I don't give a damn. I'm going to see all y'all in court. Don't worry. For everything you think you did or you think you doing, you're going to get more warrants for your arrest, and you're going to get more warrants for filing false, bogus stuff, and you're also going to be held accountable. Just watch. See, this is what people don't realize. And Joe Diddy is continuingly to be the fall person for y'all. See, you were just on your thing the other day, Kayla. You was just on your thing the other day with 8 or 9 people in your room talking about you are a nurse, you are LPN, but everybody looked up because an LPN is a licensed practical nurse. So you are licensed in the state that you are working, right? So if you're in Alabama, or if you were in Chicago, they've all checked. Your name doesn't pop up on the registry, sweetie. Okay? So the gag is on you. The gag is on you. And quite frankly, I know you love to misgender me. I know you love to misgender me, but the nerve of you and the audacity of you to try to misgender me when your mugshot looked like you was just did a 8-year stint in the joint with that wife beater on, and you got arms like Debo. I don't understand this insanity. See, this is the difference. Miss Hillary Sanchez will speak. See, I'm not silenced. I will speak. And that's the difference in you guys. Y'all don't understand. See, Miss Hillary Sanchez, I told y'all this 6 months ago. Mia can tell you, Queen Eyes can tell you. I told y'all. I said, Miss Hillary, I'm an entertainer. I'm viral. I will be viral on this app because I actually have a real story. People still want to know what is going on and what has happened. Okay? So this is what your problem is, sweetie. You don't realize LPNs are still regulated by the state. So your name would show up. Kayla Moe, the M is for Moe, M-O-E, last name Brent. Kayla Moe Brent, you are not licensed where you say you are because everybody has checked. In my opinion, you're not. Okay? You got on here the other day talking about you were going to show your license where you work. Just like you got on here and said you had an interview with my husband. That's what you said. And you had the exclusive interview and y'all was going to play it for all of TikTok. But you didn't. Just like you didn't show that badge where you claim to be a LPN. It never happened. You let your other co-mods tell you, I wouldn't show them nothing. I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't show them that. Because you don't got a damn thing to show. You are not an LPN, in my opinion. And the people who have looked you up are nurses and stuff themselves.
Ms. Hillary, I don't think they will allow you to be an LPN with a criminal record because LPNs dispense medication. And if you are registered with the state with a profession that requires you to do so, you do have to report any felonies or arrests that are made when it comes to renew your license, and they can decide whether or not to license you again, depending upon the offense that you were arrested for. This woman is a linebacker for the Alabama Crimson Tide, in my opinion, not an LPN. Keep going, Miss Hillary.
Yeah, and this is somebody who literally threatened Duchess, who literally doxed Mia. Y'all need to hear me. This linebacker literally walked on the field and got drafted because for some apparent reason, Kayla decided to dox Mia's family pull up obituaries of Mia's family and did it to me and did it to Duchess. This is this woman's ammunition to pull up people's death certificate, obituaries, and post them like it's something that you get on here and brag about. This is what this person done. We're at 100K. Y'all show out for me. See, this is what I love. When I got my supporters in here for Miss Hillary, I will come on this app 7 days a week for y'all because you show out for me. This is called support. Everybody in this damn panel supports me in this thing. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for the gifts. And this is what I say. The thing that y'all need to understand is that you don't get a right to come on here talking about folks' kids, bringing up obituaries of everybody's family who passed away because you're mad and you don't know how to control yourself and use your words. You don't know how to use your words, so you go below the belt thinking you can and you can bully somebody and you can do what you do. It's insane to me. And sitting here looking at you, it's just like you really, really look like Debo. You really do. And I'm not trying to be funny. You look like a straight damn man that's done 8 years in the joint. I'm telling you the truth. It looks like this picture has been altered and your head was just set on it. That's how disproportionate it is. It's insane. But see, you sit up here and you do this mess for this damn man, for Joe Glizzy. You get up there and y'all fighting for Joe Glizzy and y'all going against other women for Joe Glizzy. That's what y'all doing for this damn non-reject. That's what y'all do. That's who you, because you get clout off of him. You feel like, okay, this is what we doing. You get clout off of this man. That's what you do off of Glizzy. But see, Glizzy, all Glizzy does is come on here and ask for plea bargains when it come to me. See, Joe Glizzy was talking directly to Miss Hillary Sanchez, talking to Mia, and talking to Duchess. That's what he done. But why wouldn't he bring his behind on the DJ show, my show, anybody's show? Because they would call us there. We could have a conversation with you, but your ass is still going to be a defendant in my case. This is what I'm trying to tell you. And I told you this before too, Joe Glizzy. I told you that nobody believes you on anything that you're doing, in my opinion. And I'll tell you this. Mia just gave me some receipts I didn't even know Mia had. Charles said this, and I can't believe it. I cannot believe Charles actually said what I see in this thing. I can't believe that Charles said, I'm sorry to Mia, but like I said, she's doing this to show off for the camera. There was a man named DJ World is in here, I think. DJ World literally said this on his podcast. And Mia, everybody else, it's all an act and show. It's all an act and show. And I'm finna show y'all something. Tap the screen for me. Let me give y'all something real quick, and then I'm gonna let this panel come in. Y'all tap the screen. Thank you. I know you want this relationship. It's sad, but it's true. You say he don't want me. You know that shit ain't true. 'Cause Charles, your bumps are ready. They only burst for you. Charles, These bumps are ready, and I got your dessert too. This is for my haters that's coming for me. Back off, Miss Netta. You don't want this disease. I'm tired of these haters picking on me. Cha, 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 cha. So I'm gonna put this remix out.
Miss Hillary, you know I
I'm
love
done.
it when you
I
sing
am
this song.
done.
I thought I heard a Patti LaBelle note at the end.
Recording that. We recording that this week. We laying that on the track.
I'm done. I am done.
Did y'all hear the Patti LaBelle note that came out on the end? Put that in the comments. Put that in the comments. I heard that Patti
So
note.
done. I'm done.
And let me say this, because I see this come across my phone, that Joe Glizzy, and y'all help me out in the comments if he said this or not. Joe Glizzy allegedly said that he could sue people because they said, and he used it, he said HIV. What Miss Hillary Sanchez said was, and I had a few shows on it, I said, I don't know if he got HPV or HIV. I don't know. I never said he had it. I said, I don't know if it's HPV or HIV. And I said it again. And if you don't like it, I don't give a damn.
But you know what? Help me understand this. There are several videos that I've seen allegedly saying that there's only two members that actually rock with Charles, and that's the mother and the sister. The rest of his family does not F with Charles. And I'm like, really? And the family members who do not F with Charles are allegedly the ones who put the health information out there and stated that they know he has a community disease, but they don't know if he has the package yet, allegedly.
Well, I made this very clear, and I'll say it again. I don't give a damn if he got it, if he don't got it. I don't care. What Miss Hillary Sanchez and what the Miss Hillary Sanchez show represents is fighting and advocating for African American women and their children, for programs that are set up to aid and assist people in their state of need. That is why Hurricane Hillary came back to this app. Because this man got up here degrading black women week after week, bringing them, dragging them down. This whole damn man standing up in the kitchen. Now he making his bucket beef with his nasty self, nasty buzzard, bucking beef, doing what he do, cutting up his bell peppers and onion, spitting and slicking from one end to the other. We don't care. But what I do care about is that you have been humbled. See, you've been humbled. You're not crashing out here cussing and screaming like you did when you come to black women. See, I have humbled you. And once you realize that Miss Hillary Sanchez, see, you got all that smoke for everybody but me. I ask you over and over again, bring yourself over here. Bring yourself over here and let's have a conversation. Now, I will tell you, you will still be a defendant in this case. Now, I already told everybody on my show that we were going to do discovery, but I guess you decided to come on and clear up the air some and say, well, you ain't got no big money. You ain't no millions of air. Well, when you said you had it, am I joking, y'all? Can anybody tell me on this panel that Joe Diddy didn't say he had it?
You're correct. And I want to say this also, Ms. Hillary. The same way when it was leaked out allegedly about their health is the same way that we as black women feel about ourselves and about our family. Ourselves and family is very sensitive. And when it was leaked out about allegedly the health situation between him and Charles, they got very humble. When I say very humble, like a dog with their tail between their legs. It was quiet for a minute. It was quiet.
And let me say this, and I have been on record saying this. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't give a damn. I said HPV, HIV. I don't know. But what I do know is this. You can't sue nobody for telling the damn truth on you. Now clock that. Clock that. Okay? You can't sue for somebody telling the truth on you. Y'all go on.
Health status, again, his health status was a sensitive spot for him. And my thing is this, I would love for him to reflect on how he felt when that was leaked out. And that's the same way we as women feel about ourselves, about our families, and about our community.
And they always say the truth hurts. But again, I have told y'all, it's very few people on here. I need y'all to hear me. I first of all need y'all, I want to say thank you for the gifts. Thank y'all for tapping the screen. I need y'all to hear me. I need y'all to hear me. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Y'all, thank you for the gifts and tapping the screen. Thank you. Tap, 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 tap. There is one person on this app, and I will give him credit where it's due. His name is DJ Rural. Okay? He understands and have analyzed Joe Diddy down to how he thinks and acts. He read him for filth, doing them Burger King reviews and Whoppers and all that stuff this man was on this app doing. I'm telling y'all, quit sleeping on people that know this man and are predicting what this man is doing. They are predicting what this man is doing before he get on here and do it. And this is the most interesting thing to me. See, they get on here and DJ World says that's why he won't address me. LOL. Absolutely. And this is what I try to tell y'all. The reason why he do what he do when he mentioned me was that he got pumped up to do it. He got pumped up to do it, and he was sending a message saying, I don't have nothing you can get. So I guess you'll be sitting around waiting on to collect like I am from other people. No, sir, ma'am. I will not be sitting around waiting for you to collect anything. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you what Miss Hillary Sanchez is going to do that was so graciously expressed to me from another one of my sisters on this app. I'm going to just show you, because words is one thing, actions is another. See, I'm not going to be arguing and going back and forth with you when we leave that courtroom and I get a judgment against you. I'm not arguing with you. I'm going to come on this app. I'm going to let everybody know this is what happened, y'all. This is what's going on. This is what I'm getting ready to do. Then I'm going to proceed to go and do what I need to do on this app to collect my judgment. That is what I'm going to do. I need y'all to understand something. It's not a game. This is very, very serious. And he knows it's serious. See, just as serious as these photos, just as serious as that officer who was out here, out in there on their property, took that car. Y'all see that car right there? I got the license plates covered so nobody can say I doxed them. Do y'all see that brand new car right there? That car, that other car, and he got that other car over there. So you better keep both of them cars, because anything I need to collect on my judgment, I'm coming to get. We ride out at dawn, sis. We're riding out at dawn.
I got the trailer hitch.
Okay?
Drag that mobile home.
So let's be clear. See, he got on here talking about, oh, she sent they call the police on me. No, I didn't call the police on you, sir, ma'am. I had the police go once I got the proper court paperwork done, and it was sent to you, first of all, via registered mail. How many people on this app have been following this story when I told everybody and told him, go get your mail, Joe? Didn't I tell him that, y'all? Do anybody on my panel remember when I told him to go get his mail?
Go did.
I said, go get your mail, Joe. And then he decided to let his mail go back. And I said this on the Miss Hillary Sanchez show. I said, Joe Diddy, if you don't go get your mail before the 11th of the last month, I said, I will have them come bring it to you. Did I not say that?
Yep.
Okay, so now you want to get on here like somebody is filing false lies on you and reports, and the police is going to your house for bogus reasons. No, they came to your house, the police did, so they could serve you. And you need to stop lying to Charles, because we know Charles' comprehension is not as good as yours. But you need to stop lying to Charles. I'm not suing Charles. Charles is not on no defendant paperwork or criminal paperwork. Only Joe, Robin, Eddie, Rolando, however a Rolandis. That's it. Charles has nothing to do with it. And that's the whole thing that a lot of people don't understand when it comes to this app. And as I was saying, y'all, DJ World, you all you have to do is listen to people. DJ World got him crashing, and y'all don't even know it. He's not going to take on certain people, and he ain't really taking me on. What he did today was he was pumped up to do it, and now he done put his foot in his mouth again. Because this is what they think, y'all. I'm going to tell you, they think they can get this recording and use it against me in court. I have a show. I'm not worried about you doing whatever you need to do. What you said when you said what you said, and you claim you got all the videos to play for the court, fantastic. You will need them because I got my video evidence. I also got you saying my name. I also got you saying my spouse's name and everything that he done. So that's why you are a defendant. But you did am I hearing y'all right? Did Joe Diddy say he gonna represent himself? Can somebody please chime in with me on this?
He said he was representing himself. Yes, he
He don't
did.
need to waste no money on no lawyer.
Right. He said he wasn't going to spend his money on no lawyer. He basically admitted that he has no money, and even if a judgment was
Exactly what he said.
given, that he would do like the rest of his cases and put them on the back burner, quote unquote, back burner. Yes, he absolutely said that.
Miss Whitney, what was you gonna say, sweetie?
He most definitely said that, and then I kind of just put my head down because I heard it when he said it, because it's just like, come on, bro, like, it's federal court. There's no way you're gonna be able to stand up tall and defend yourself, to the fullest extent. Just you can't even speak properly.
It's insane to me. It's insane to me that he did you. But why do you think he was compelled to get on here and say he ain't got the money? But does anybody in here, out of the 248 people that's in here now, can anybody tell me that y'all didn't ever hear this man bragging about the money him and Charles got? The money that he
All of a
got.
sudden, he has no money, Miss Hillary. All of a sudden, when he understands that this lawsuit, this civil case is real, he said that today, it is a federal case, it is real. All of a sudden, he has no money. All of a sudden, he's not bragging anymore. He called us broke. We envied and was jealous of him. He was so boisterous. So he's trying to wave a white flag. He said that several times. Well, I know Hillary is not going to want to talk to me at this point, and we have no way of communicating. But this man is claiming that he basically doesn't have any money. It's not worth y'all suing or anybody suing him, and it's not worth him suing you guys or who, vice versa. He's backtracking. He's a walking contradiction all the time. You can't make this stuff up. He is a walking contradiction.
And I said that. I said that he was a walking contradiction. What you got to say, Miss Cece? And then Queen Eyes, you chime in, sweetie.
I totally agree with Ty. The fact that when I saw that video, I said this. It's always that BS apology that comes out after you done wrote a check your ass can't cash. Just like when you talked about the black women. It's like when you start talking about children, then it's like, the apology is so fake. It's so fake. And it's like now you're trying to do cleanup. Well, you should hire, with that sand seasoning, you should hire a PA to help you navigate through the life of being a content creator, because you still haven't got it right. You still have not. You're not going to monetize off of this month already. You done messed that up. So my thing is this. Now you're trying to backpedal and you're trying to keep yourself relevant by coming out saying what's going on. The smart thing to do is, if you want to communicate with Hillary, is to hire a lawyer. That way you could have documents to go between the two lawyers. But no, you want to handle this like a clown and not get a lawyer. So therefore, Hillary ain't gonna talk to you. I wouldn't talk to you either. You ain't my lawyer. My people need to talk to your people. Period. That's how we gonna talk.
Well, you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. Because when they first came out and were talking about his health status, he then went on to make a video calling himself, I guess, being funny, to try to dispel the rumors by saying, I went to the doctor today and they said I have this too. So even if somebody says it about you now, you could get away with saying it and not even having to say alleged. You said you had it, whether you said it in a joking manner or not. At the end of the day, you agreed to it. That's what you said. Calling yourself making light of the situation to kind of get it to die down. Because you're correct, during that initial time, he was quite humble. He was quiet. It was crickets. Then he came out with that video. So everything that he is doing, he's doing to himself. I don't understand where people are getting bullying or harassment from or anything. Everything that he's doing to himself. He said he had all of this money. So then you're going to be sued, and the feds are going to be looking at you to pay that judgment. And you have assets because you said that's your $70,000 trailer, right? That's what you said. So at this point, if they do own the trailer, saying I don't have nothing you can get is not true. Because you said you own that trailer. So it's so many things that he has said over the course of the months that lend to his character of him being a liar or just trying to duck. Because why would you say it's going to be on the back burner just like all my other cases? First of all, the court is going to look at that as like you're playing in their face. If you have other cases and you're not doing what you're supposed to do in regards to them, That's not going to go well for him either, because now you're just disrespectful, and they're not going to go. It's not going to go well.
And we know Glizzy, and we all know that Glizzy is crashing. We know he's crashing, and he doesn't understand the elements. See, you got to understand how to get into a courtroom. You got to understand the elements of the case, the elements of the law. You have to plead specific facts that will show a court that you can win in a trial. You got to understand the elements of each count has its own element of certain things that have to be met and showed. Joe Diddy knows that he violated the law. I can promise y'all, somebody on this app, we've got lawyers and paralegals on these apps, in these TikTok streets, who like him. They in here now watching. Okay? They're in here watching. And they have analyzed that lawsuit. They have analyzed the complaint. And they can, if anything is true in that complaint, I have met my burden. And how can you not meet your burden, CC, when I got everything that I wrote was took off of a video recording with his face in the video saying it out of his mouth? Why do y'all think that Joe said, well, anybody could get a video and cut it and then say, oh, you were directing it towards me? Did y'all pick that up today? That's called damage control. That's called spinning a narrative. Did y'all pick that up today when Joe said, well, anybody can take a video and clip it and say that, oh, he was talking to me, Your Honor? No, Joe Diddy, you made it very clear, and let me tell you, because we know you don't have these videos. You don't even know how to probably download them to get the right ones of all these lives you done. I guarantee you, you don't have it. But I do. And this is what you said. You said my name. You said Nate's name. You said what Nate did. And you said how I reacted. You also said I was in a crazy house with your relative. Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember when Joe said I'm in a crazy house with his relative?
Yep, he said it.
So this is the stuff. Don't bring your ass in here telling me to stop nothing. Who are you? If you don't get up out of here talking about stop, sorry, y'all. Y'all tap the screen. Let's get to 120K likes. Thank y'all so much.
Miss Hillary, did you hear him say again today that he didn't like black women? Did you hear that?
No, I didn't. Hold on 1 second. I didn't hear that. You got to send that to me too. Let me say this, you guys. Let me say this before I forget. So, did y'all pick up when he said what he said? That oh, I could have said something and then you clipping it up to say I was talking to you. But see, what he don't realize is he said my name and he said Nate's name. It's all there. You can't clip and chip. They were all recorded. See, why he was running his damn mouth, listening to them people who didn't even like him, who doxed him. He's still sleeping with the enemy. The very ones who was over here modding for me, at least 2 of them couldn't stand him and had doxed him. And he don't even realize it. But he think they good and they cool because they know so much about me and got so much to give him in court. But why didn't he realize if he had all these folks, why was he waving the white flag today? Y'all chime in. Give me y'all. Do not gaslight me, please, panel. Please tell me, why do y'all think he was compelled? And y'all can answer in the comments. Y'all free to come up. Why do you think Joe Glizzy got on this app trying to cop a plea today and say what he said. It's all strategic. Go on.
Because it's gotten real. He knows that it's gotten real. It's in his face. He thought everything was a
Wait
game.
1 second. Who is Adele? Let me go ahead. Go ahead. I got him. Don't worry. I got him. Tell me. Go on. Bye, Adele. Get your ass out of here. Go on, girl. Go on, sweetie. They gone.
He just got it's just a reality that the
I got him,
situation
Cookie. I got him. Go ahead.
the situation is not a joke, and it's reality now. And you're now trying to do as much damage control as possible. But for him to even make a statement and say, we don't even have a way to communicate. I know Hillary wouldn't want to talk to me now. That's a whole lot as well. You're on live daily. At any moment, you could come forward and say you want to talk about it, but you don't want to do that. You want to play victim like you always do. I don't understand how he literally will scream fire in a theater and then look shocked when people start running. You started all of this and you won't stop. Now you're the victim. And that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to make himself look so much like a victim that when it all falls down, it's, oh, he was bullied, this, that, and the other. And nobody is bullying this man. You started this for whatever reason, because all you had to do was continue to make lunch. That's it. We didn't care about none. Why did you drag us into this? What was your reason? If you hate yourself, you're not pleased with your aesthetics or anything like that, that's on you. We didn't do it. We wasn't the bed or the mattress. We didn't have nothing to do with your creation. That is who you are. Embrace yourself. Love you. I don't understand this. And now he's the victim. So that's why I think he's doing it. Because he wants to make himself look like a victim and at the same time make it seem like you're unreasonable. I'm sure she won't want to talk to me now. I don't have a way to speak with her. You're a liar. You do. You do.
Go ahead, CC.
And you know what? And I just want to say this. I cannot stress this enough. With the ladies that's on this panel, you, Miss Hillary, DJ World, Shalakimi is not here, Duchess is not here. But one thing for certain, two things for sure. You don't see the ghetto mentality when we're having conversations, when we're talking and discussing situations. And it's like people come on here and say, well, y'all are making him relevant. No, we're really trying to resolve the issue and the problem that this man is going through, and the people that are following him that don't see anything wrong with the behavior that he's putting out here. I don't understand. And that's the thing. I would love to have any of their followers to come up and just have a genuine conversation just to express why and what you see in following Joe. What do you get out of it? Because it's not comedy. It's a tragedy.
Yeah. Welcome in, DJ World. Nicely said, Miss CC. Welcome in, Mr. DJ World. Please unmute and the floor is yours. You were 1,000,000% correct. DJ World, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Go ahead. You got the floor.
No doubt. Shout out to y'all. Like I say, y'all chopping them up. You know what I'm saying? Real good. But I have put it in the comments, man, telling people, man, that Glizzy is a masochist, yo. Like I heard people say he was a narc, but nah, he's a masochist. Like he's a person that derive pleasure from being mistreated. And even if that mistreatment is on social media, that's why he keep creating stuff. And then it's like he throwing rocks and then hiding his hand. See, in one breath, he want to be masculine, but then on another damn note, you know, that's when he then want people to sympathize for him and stuff. That's why he keep creating stuff. Like the stuff he said about Carlos, he know that was a lie. He say he had a long conversation with Carlos. He lied and said that Duchess said that he didn't say what he said. He do all of that so his weird followers then to be like, oh, so y'all ganging up to attack him. Nobody's doing that. This dude is inciting that stuff.
You got that right. Keep on. You got the flow, DJ World. Get unmute.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing. And like anytime I say something when I'm not talking, I just always mute myself, like on YouTube or whatever. But yeah, that dude, man, like I checked him out today, and you got to think about the amount of days that he hadn't been live. He was not accessing the TikTok account. He was thinking then of a way of on how to get back in. That's why he then started trying to bring the Grip Town girl up in there, like he was a mentor, like he's giving out, like whole tutorials of how to be on TikTok or whatnot. He gonna tell that lady talking about, oh yeah, I don't want you to make the same mistakes that I made. What you mean? Then he even went on after the lady gonna say, oh yeah, they say, I remind, them of you and stuff. When the lady said that, she should have taken that as a self-insult. Nobody should resemble Glizzy or want to look like Glizzy. Like, no, that is an atrocity. You hear me? Like straight up. And he think people over here on this app, after he said blatantly disrespectful things as he's did for quite some damn time, like people gonna forgive him or overlook what he said. Nah, you don't get no pass for that, Glizzy. You don't get no pass for that. You just need to come and address it. And then I also peep how your moderator, the sister Mia, how he said what he said about her, but then he came back, Hillary, and then said that you was okay. You see how he tried to play you with that masochist stuff. He tried to play on your intelligence, like you supposed to stop talking about him by he saying that you okay.
Yeah, and that's you use the right word. That's manipulation that he does, and this is the thing that I say, and my whole thing, far as my standpoint with the Miss Hillary and the Miss Hillary Sanchez show is that you stopped disrespecting women. You stop attacking their children. You stop attacking welfare and food stamps and Social Security and SSI, things that you were on. You admitted you were on them because I compelled you to speak. You were put in a corner because this lawsuit, you have to disclose your finances. And I would ask you questions. The questions would be asked, in the last 15 years, have you been on SSI? Have you been on food? See, all the truth would come out in them transcripts. So you want to get ahead of it and come on here and want to talk and do all these confessions. But see, you $2, 2 pimples, and 2 spits in a bucket too late, Joe Glizzy. And see, the art of what you got on here thinking you was doing, your time was up. I told you that whether I had 5 people in my room or 10 people in my room, I was going to be on here every day. Every day. And my show was going to do what my show does. And see, this is what you don't understand. I know how to be viral. I'm an entertainer. See, if I would eat the way I would eat, see, you don't know how Miss Hillary Sanchez can eat. There's people in here who remember me from 2022. Okay, if I told you the pages I lost from eating down, when I tell you eating down, people, I was eating down. Okay, so you got a real scale back version. But like I said, when it came to DJ World clocks it on this app. He clocks it on his YouTube channel. He analyzed you from top to bottom. And I don't have a problem giving credit where it's due. I do not. not here on this Miss Hillary Sanchez show. I am not a envious, jealous person. I will give people credit where it's due. He called it. He called exactly what you was going. Him and Duchess, they called it. I called it. Queen called it. We all knew what you were going to do. And this is another thing that the same way you acted when the BET Awards, you went away for 2 to 3 days because you was getting prepped, what you do, what you say, and what do? You showed your behind up in that car, doing all that lying, fake apologizing and everything, and you came for me because you thought you could embarrass me on 15 and 25-year-old information when my life in the last 11 years, you wouldn't even realize what I've been through, ups and downs. But where am I today? I'm up. Where am I today? That is the thing what you fail to realize, and you go off of people and what they say and what they do, and you go off of this and that, and you try to piece this together and piece that together, but you have no clue. But the thing is, DJ World made it very clear what you was gonna do, and it showed today. You took them days off because you was crashing. You got pumped up. You got gas. There was gaslighting you. Them mods was ex-mods of mine gaslighting you. Talk about this, say that, say this person, say Duchess, Mia, do this, do that. Clock all that, Joe. Pump you up. You went through your rehearsals and you hit that live button. But go ahead, DJ.
I just want to interject for 1 second because you was hitting on right what I was thinking. And see, like back in the day, I'm old school. So back in the day, I watched like the first Transformers when it came out in the 80s. And one thing that I learned from watching Megatron, like Megatron kind of showed me like how the average man would even think, stuff that he would conjure up, like trying to take out the Autobots and stuff. And the reason how I analyzed Megatron, because one of the dudes that was in his camp was called Starscream, and Starscream was always hating on Megatron. Whatever Megatron said he was going to do to Optimus Prime, Starscream was the one, when he walked off, that'll be like, yeah, he ain't really going to do nothing, or I should be the leader, and this, and that. See, Glizzy for quite some time now felt like that he was supposed to be the leader. Glizzy felt like that he's supposed to be trending on social media. So whenever that he can sabotage that, he'll do it. And he lay little traps for people too. And when he sit back like he did for them 3 days, the only thing that he was doing was checking out the people who simply make posts about him, and then he was looking at the contrast with people that was going live and talking about him. And I think the reason why he was so hyped up today, because the girl that was on there before Grip came up there named Danny and stuff, see, they helped Glizzy to be able to, find out who Duchess was and stuff like that or whatever. And he got on here talking shit like he had a one up on somebody or whatever. But no, Duchess don't feel no kind of way about that. She don't feel no kind of way whatsoever about that, Glizzy. But you thought that you was doing something because you got a couple people that want to dock somebody and shit or whatever or whatnot. You thought that was going to make her be like, well, I'm not going to say nothing about, Joe anymore or whatever. No, Joe, come on. You just exposed your hand today.
And before I say this, Miss M788, go ahead and unmute. Welcome in. What would you like to say, or question, comment, or you may be a supporter of Joe's? Go ahead and unmute and speak your piece. Miss Maddie, go ahead and unmute. If you're talking, you're muted. Okay. Let me remove you.
Yeah, see they doing that same stuff, and I just want to say this publicly on your platform. I said it on Dutch's channel, but that's what people do, and it's a trick from about 2019 on Bigo, what people was doing. And what they'll do, just like whoever now that's not muted up, I can hear, but what they'll do is they'll get up on your panel and not say anything. And when they're up on your panel and they're not saying anything, that makes it quicker and more accurate with them reporting your channel. That's what's going on. And when they're up on your panel, And when they unmute and you hear like breathing or somebody sound like they snoring, that AI will pick that up as you being inactive, and that'll get your live stream shut down too.
Well, I'm glad to know that. So let me say this. I appreciate you, DJ. Let me say this. I don't know how people don't understand the concepts of being a content creator, saying what you say, because I'm going to say this tonight, and it's my opinion. This is Miss Hillary Sanchez on the Miss Hillary Sanchez Show's opinion. Joe and Charles is a big skit. I believe Joe Diddy loves Charles. Charles don't feel the same way. Do I believe Joe Diddy doing him freak off with Charles at times? Absolutely, but he got to keep him liquored down with that voodoo and stuff he do. That's what he does. And everybody knows Charles is irritated with him. Everybody knows it.
I got to jump in real quick on this one right here.
Go ahead.
Okay. Now, well, what you said in reference to the way that he has Rolandis, looking, for anybody tuning in right now that watches or has watched the show that's called Ruthless by Tyler Perry, you will be familiar with the lady named Marva. And Marva is the person that cooked the cult leader's food. And the reason why Marva is the one that cooks it, because when the cult leader was in prison, she was a nurse that was there. She was a dietary cook. So she know what drugs to be able to put in his food to keep him from, being able to hallucinate and basically just blanking out. So I think that it's the same way with Glizzy, the same way how at one time when Glizzy was actually looking after Charles, aka Rolandis' father, he know exactly what to put in that man food to keep him docile, to keep him lethargic, and to keep him content with sitting in that trailer room playing that PlayStation.
And these and what's so interesting, and you right, you nailed it. But the thing that I don't understand, this is what I don't understand, is that you got Joe Diddy thinking that he's untouchable. He's an icon. Now you on this app crashing again, and now you saying you ain't got nothing to pay a judgment. So basically, you was throwing in the flag. What did you think about that, DJ?
I think when he said that, he exposed his hand, and the whole thing what he said in reference to, I'm not gonna hire an attorney, I'm gonna represent myself. And what he said was his reason for doing so was because he wasn't gonna hire an attorney and then y'all get to court and then you simply just throw it out. That's the way he said it. Well, see, he trying to play mind games.
Yeah. And this is what's interesting. Y'all tap the screen 1 second. Hold on, y'all. Y'all get these likes up. We got 131K likes. Let's get them up. Let's get to 135. Thank y'all so much. We got a hot panel in here. We got DJ World in the house. Okay. We got him off of other app. He's over here on TikTok. This man is on YouTube doing what he do. Y'all tap the screen. Go ahead, DJ. I can sit back and relax. You here. Go on.
Sure, and if Ty or Queen Eyes, anytime you want to interject, just say whatever you're gonna say, and I hit mute. Okay, so just whenever, but yeah, that's like I said, that's that dude's whole thing right there. And with him saying, that he's gonna represent himself, that should tell people that he out of pocket right now. And he also mentioned too, he wanted to be supportive in himself with talking about why he not being booked and busy right now. Why you not being booked and busy, because man, look here, that 15 minutes, it's done already passed. The only thing that you got right now is to be able to try try to create drama on the TikTok app so that people will have stuff to say about you, and you can respond and see if it as if that your followers would be sympathetic towards you. It ain't gonna work, Glizzy. It ain't gonna work. And you know that page was hit anyway, so I don't even know why you even on it going live, because it ain't like you gonna get paid for the month.
Say that again. And here's another thing that's got me gagged, y'all. See, this is why I tell y'all, when you the underdog, like the Miss Hillary Sanchez show, and they came out on that attack against me for weeks and weeks with all them lies and everything they was doing, trying to attack me, to shut me down, to embarrass me, and thought I was gonna just embarrass myself and get off this app. See, I stayed the course. See, this is what I told y'all. I will win one viewer at a time. If I got 10 people in this room or 20 people in this room, it was in effect. This is what I tell y'all. Quit acting like folks will say, oh, I don't know who that is. I'm not saying a name. You were compelled. You were compelled because you knew no different. You had no difference but to speak my name, because you knew what I knew was true, Joe. And we just start to peel the layers down one at a time. And people would still like you as a content creator, but stop lying. Stop getting on here lying. You can tell, but me and Charles, we two dudes. I'm drinking a Budweiser. He in his room. He in his game room and his bedroom. I'm in my room. There's times we come together and I may get lucky with a Joe Diddy freak off if he drinking too much, or he didn't been smoking grass, and I might get lucky, but other than that, we don't live like no couple. In my opinion, you don't, and I don't care who don't like it. In my opinion, you are two men sitting up on a rent-a-center couch, drinking Budweiser, scratching between your balls, sniffing your hand, Joe Diddy, and going in there cooking with that kicking chicken and bucking beef. Y'all go on. I digress.
and if you notice, you know what I'm saying, that Rolandis is trying to individualize himself away from Glizzy too. And the reason I say that, because when they were at the little Halloween get together or whatnot, when Rolandis was live, he was actually on the live stream with Glizzy nephew, the nephew that Glizzy was talking about. And that's the guy that stay at the adjacent trailer that'll be sitting, like, it'll be sideways, but the left side of the trailer would be facing the entryway of Glizzy and them door. That's where that burgundy Corolla at. That's Abigail. That's his wife. You feel me? And that's what Rolanda's been trying to show. Like, I'm more or less, with them, I have fun with them, but I can't really be around Joe or whatever. And like, that's why he keep, like cleaning the same cars and stuff or whatever. Cause I legit feel like dude feels sorry for him and just trying to throw him a couple dollars to do something. Cause he ain't doing shit but cutting that grass 3 times a day over there.
And then going over there, taking that damn water hose before he go live and spray himself down like he been in there sweating in that damn shed in there. I don't understand it. I don't understand how you are using dish towels that you wash in your car and you bring them back in there, and he just he wiping raw poultry, chicken, ground beef, everything on that same rack, and then he wiping down the counters with it. I would love to go through that trailer with one of them lights, them lights, and just spray that stuff and look at all that. I can only imagine how much stuff is in that damn trailer. All the bacteria in there, and I'm sitting in there. Could you just imagine me, DJ World, Queen, any of y'all saying this? Hey, DJ World, if you was my neighbor, can I borrow some of your bucking beef?
Like, hell no, you want some bucket beef?
Can I borrow some of y'all bucking beef?
Off the chain. And that's another thing too that we went over, Hillary, with the with the terms that he used, it's like all of the terms are smexual. It's always over smexual when it come down to Glizzy. You feel me? Like even if he talking to somebody or making a point, it always got to mention, yeah, that's why I call him Glizzy, because he a hot dog. Like he always want a hot dog between somebody bun. You feel me? Like he always be saying weird. That's why I call him Glizzy. Like he always say weird stuff. It's and when he like, just go take notice and look back at the videos when he's standing in the kitchen cooking or whatever, and when he's talking, he always say something about meat or beef. And see, I'm from the old school, so meat and beef mean Big Johnson to me. That's what that means. So I'm saying you remember the Big Johnson t-shirt? Big Johnson, yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's when you couldn't really just say what you wanted to say, but you have to say it figuratively. We from that era.
Go ahead. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. I see everybody saying hi. Keep going, DJ. But you are right. That definitely has undertones to it. It definitely does. But I just say the name, because it's. I think is it clucking chicken? What is the chicken one? Because it used to be kicking. He used to use that.
You're right.
It used to be kicking chicken, right?
Yeah.
And then because he knew he was copyright infringing, did anybody on my panel hear him say that the reason why he told the company that, well, let me back up. Do y'all remember when he said we can't control the price of the seasonings because it's out of our hands? Then he said, once y'all notified me of the word kicking chicken, he said, well, I called them and told them we can't use kicking chicken because my friend owned a restaurant named Kicking Chicken. Did y'all hear that? Is my memory serving me correctly?
And then take note when he said that about his friend, just like every other fake friend that he got, he'll always throw him up under the bus. You see what I'm saying? So he just like, well, if I get hit for it, let me go ahead and put that out there too, so they'll know about that restaurant. See, he's a slime like that.
I'd like to know the tally of people who have actually received their seasoning, because from what I understand, the terms for the seasoning is they have to buy 72 units of each in order for them to ship out an order. So when they're telling people that they have to pre-order ahead of time and it's going to take 2 to 3 weeks, it's because they have to have a certain amount of units for it to even be shipped to them. And if you pre-order it and they never get to that number, you're never getting those seasoning. You just gave away that $12. And
so wait 1 second, Miss Queen. So is this true that I need to ask y'all a question? I'm getting some feedback. I have to mute you, Queen, for a second. Is this true that he keeps saying, has he said this the last few weeks? Don't y'all worry, the ones who ordered your seasonings, they coming out.
Yep.
Did he say the reason why the delay was because of the hurricane? Did he say, is that okay? Perfect. Thank you, DJ. You following me? Did he say that? Because this is my opinion. Okay. This is Miss Hillary Sanchez's opinion. Is it that you went through the money and now you got to bill up to buy a big order again, then they'll ship it out once you meet that criteria, and now you keep telling people to keep ordering the seasoning, and then instead of being honest, saying, hey, y'all pre-ordered and I get some more shipped out, I don't got the coins yet to do the big order.
Ooh, let me tell you. This is what I think. Now this is my opinion. Being that Glizzy page got hit and that he didn't get the TikTok check and the Google AdSense check from YouTube wasn't that much, because they had went on the cruise and all that stuff. Then he got hit or whatnot. Glizzy basically used that money to pay the rent. Okay, as far as them orders and the amount of orders, man, I think I exposed that about 2 months ago. with who them folks is and everything with Success Seasoning. See, Glizzy had to run that Jeep. That's why he telling people, yo, you gonna get your order. It could take this long. The hurricane, this and that. Nah, man, he trying to get that bread. Man, he know Rolandis ain't got no damn job, man. How the fuck, how ass they gonna pay the rent? They got to pay rent. They ain't down there living for free. You feel?
Right. Absolutely, they're not.
I mean, I have a question. I mean, now considering what he wore on that Zoom call, I'm wondering, you think he gonna get sworn in with that hand with the nails missing? And do you think he's going to wear those slides that he had on in that nun outfit to court? I'm just asking for a friend. Do you
Well,
think he?
I think DJ World just typed it in the comments. Hashtag BROKE. Hashtag BROKE. See, this is what I try to tell people. See, when you get on here perpetrating for an app, you get on here perpetrating for an app saying everybody jealous of you, everybody wants your life, everybody want what you got. I want this, I want that. One thing I tell you, no matter what you say about me and mine, is that you can never show one video of him out here talking about some other damn woman got a pound cake face. You ain't never gonna hear him say, "Get off of me," like your husband told you on live. Get off me. Go ahead, Queen.
I mean, and he didn't just say get off me. It was the worst way of get off me. For someone to tell you to get, I mean, that's like shooing an animal. Get, like, that's terrible. Wow. He's a really unfortunate looking human being, and it's, you know what?
And this,
He's a being that's been running this level of game for quite some damn time.
Those seasonings is going along with those book bags, the Michael Kors giveaway, the even tried to I don't know how far of the scamming, the talent show. I don't know how far the scamming goes with Rolandis, but
$1 million house.
And let me sell the gold PS5. It's just too much. Pulling Fendi outfits out of Fendi bags that you're giving away on Mother's Day. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. He's just a scammer.
And let me say this. And let me say this. I said it on the Miss Hillary Sanchez show a while ago. I said Joe Diddy is not going to show y'all that he gave out them bags for the school. What he got on here screaming and spitting and lying, he said, I'm going to give out 3 book bags for girls and 3 for boys every week until it's time to go back to school. He never done it one time. Nobody showed me a clip. I told y'all, show me a clip where he had them 3 book bags for the girls and 3 for the boys. I'll tell you what happened to him. He done got them damn bell peppers and onions and them that string cheese filled up in each of them and put them in that deep freezer out there and got them stacked up for the winter. There's nobody who could tell me any different. And I'll tell y'all something else. What's really interesting to me. I know when these Joe bots come in here. See, y'all don't realize me and DJ to hit me on y'all. See, I know when y'all mad, you coming in here with this nonsense. We know how to ignore y'all. You're not gonna come in here. We're not violating them. We're not engaging with y'all. Okay, you come up in this box, you speak your piece, or you don't say nothing. Because the comments, you're not going in there anywhere on my show, and I know DJ them don't play that. So,
And that's another thing too. I just want to say this real brief. Like, too, that's another thing. Like when people come in here and like when they do that weird stuff, like you already know they can keep scrolling or find another live or whatever. But their attempt is to, get you irate to the point with whatever that you say that fall within the guidelines of bullying, harassment, or anything like that.
yep,
They want you to say that so they can hit you then.
yeah. Oh, yes, absolutely. Welcome in, Miss Doc.
Oh, Miss Hillary, how are you and your
I'm
Doc.
beautiful
good.
self?
Welcome in.
Thank you, man. Look, I just wanted to say, man, if Joe do gotta put his hand on a Bible, that thing gonna start smoking in court. Ain't no way you out there wearing it. Look, you ain't no way you out here wearing that nun outfit with them dang tires for sandals. The last time I seen people use tires for sandals was in a third world country, man. Like, I can't do it no more. And how you flooding in a goddamn dress? Just make it make sense. I just had to get that off my chest, Miss Hillary. I'm so sorry if I interrupted.
No, you didn't interrupt us at all. Go ahead, Ty. She stepped away. Go on, Miss Queen Eyes. Go ahead.
I just know that everything that he is doing now, like DJ World said, all of the stuff that he's doing, this has been going on for a long time. This is a long going con. I don't think you were to hand up Mona Lisa's skirt because he didn't see you coming. And you completely shook him. Like he don't know what to do with you. So he just trying to come from every direction because everything he does, you're exposing. And it's starting a tidal wave of exposure because this con has been going on. You can clearly see for a very long time because there is no talent at all. He likes to say, back in the day, I've been doing these skits, but when you look at those old skits, I don't see you dressed like a leprechaun as funny. I don't see you in that pink dress. Nothing about him is entertaining. And he also, even when he used to say, you can look our names up and you won't find a record on us, this, that, and the third. I guess not when you got 7911 names. You've used multiple names, multiple aliases, CPNs, and all of these different things. And this is a really long going con. He really is. That's what he does. And now he done con these people with these seasonings. I mean, wow. I don't understand. He has conned so many people and they still support him. They still support the foolishness.
Go ahead, Miss CC.
I can't stop showing all y'all some love on here. I can't keep it because I love to have dialogue with positive people. People who can articulate and express things that are concerning us as a people. And this platform, DJ's platform, I mean, to be able to discuss y'all without calling each other out our names, when I say our names, cuss words and whatnot, I find it to be very elegant, very, 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 very elegant. And I just want to say this. I wish there was a button that had cancel on it because I would immediately push it like they do the talent shows and push it so that we can get rid of Joe. I really would, because you're not bringing anything to the community. You don't have anything positive to say, and you don't give anything away. And the giveaway, only reason why he did the giveaway is because Gabe took a family shopping, y'all, for school clothes. And so he wanted to outdo Gabe, and he did not outdo Gabe. Gabe, when the hurricane hit, Gabe was out there, had food for the community to come eat. I didn't see Joe do anything to help anybody down there in Georgia who was affected by Hurricane Helene. So icons do get back to the community. What has Joe done? Nothing.
And here's the thing also that I think that a lot of people kind of get lost, and DJ can I would love for you to chime in on this. DJ told y'all they was crashing. They were crashing when they went back trying to review Burger King and Wendy's and all of that nonsense. Ordering off the Dollar Tree menu in the Biggie 5 bag or the $3 bag, whatever bag they got. Okay, this is icons. These are icons acting like don't nobody eat no damn chicken nuggets from Wendy's and fries and a damn burger.
Miss Hillary, I gotta go to the bathroom. Stop it.
Oh, okay, go ahead, DJ.
That was pretty much like, that was the end of the road, like, to tell you the truth, because they had ran out of money, and what little bit of money from the check that they got, I'm pretty sure Rolanda's check it from the TikTok anyway, he probably ain't make but like probably $65 or $70 or whatever for that month. Like, they was down bad. So with them even going to Wendy's, then going to Burger King and stuff or whatever, like, come on, dude, you didn't go to Burger King with the seasoning. You didn't go there and sprinkle that clucking beef. You ain't put that on them sandwiches and stuff. Then he gonna sit up there talking about the bun. It don't have no taste to it. Now, man, them folk done already said that's food color. What you thought it was gonna taste like a nine later when you bit into it? Like, you weird, like, straight up. That's not content at all. And then you go into different people's spot, like I told y'all. And if you listening right now, pay attention. Glizzy will throw you up under the bus anytime he go to anybody's spot trying to shout out their business like he did that girl Promise and stuff. No, Glizzy be dropping breadcrumbs. You hear me? That man ain't got no intention, man, no good intentions of shouting you out and putting you out there in a good light. No, Glizzy, man, look at Glizzy be showing y'all the weird, untruthful stuff, the illegal stuff that he be doing. He do it all the damn time, and people be sitting up there smiling on them videos and stuff. Oh yeah, Promise this and man, Promise, you better leave that nigga alone. And then when he said that weird stuff talking about some damn he tried to low-key play it down though, but he basically was talking about Mia, and he was saying like, oh yeah, and I remember she came up on the live stream, whoop-de-whoop, this and that, Charles, all this stuff or whatever. I'm like, Glizzy, why in the hell is you talking about some shit that happened damn 3, 4, probably possibly 5 months ago and stuff or whatever? See, he got a problem when she's sitting up here on your panel, Hillary. That's what it is. He got a problem because he know he can't. He's not gonna be able to shake what we all know as being the truth, that both of them roommates and they tried the game that woman. They tried the game, and see, Glizzy authorized it. I bet you that he is the average dude in the hood that go with somebody and they addicted to some drugs. Them people will walk all night in the rain, in the snow, during a hurricane just to get over on you. And that's what he been doing with Cuz he know around there in Silicaca don't nobody want no Rolandis. But online, oh yeah, he probably can get, they can get that off or whatever. He probably be sitting back there like, Charles, you ain't tricked nobody yet. Cause shit, he be talking cash shit to Charles up in that damn trailer and stuff. They be fighting and carrying on. That's what the word is any damn way. But yeah, it's just a big game.
And you know what, DJ? Absolutely. And I will say it. There's video of it. And in my opinion, yeah, do I think it was two men in there boxing in that trailer? Yeah, I believe they've been boxing in that trailer like they was in the WWF, the World Wrestling Federation, because that's why some of his nails will be broke off. And Charles already said, I shut up in here and I clock you.
Hillary, I'm not doing this with you tonight.
Shut up in here.
I'm not doing this with you tonight.
Yeah, and do y'all remember when Joe was going on there apologizing to the lovely Jamaican community, okay? When he was trying to fake like he was doing that. And that lady got up there and told him that I'm glad that Miss Hillary is suing you know what? And he said, we ain't worried about it. I got that taken care of. Do y'all remember that?
Sure do.
Yes, ma'am.
So if he got it taken care of, what was this plea bargain today, DJ World? What was this plea bargain today?
Can't even say what his plea bargain was. I know he been playing though.
And this is what I can say to y'all. Just as small as he stands up in the mirror and ain't seen his manhood all his life. Because I could only imagine if I were you walking around with a shrimp, I would just go and have them remove it. That's what I would do. Or I would go to my nearest adult store and get the biggest strap on I could find and let that dangle down. Because I don't know what you call yourself doing on here. Keep them damn bathing suits off. Y'all go on.
Liz.
I'm trying to breathe, Hillary. Not they need
I
a
swear
nothing.
I am.
Hillary, I'm still here with the dead. You are waking them up.
I gotta be good.
Look, I just took in a baby, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. I want to share this with y'all.
Yes.
Between last week and this week, I buried two set of twins, last week, and I just got another baby today. And let me tell y'all, when I say my heart is toe up, when it's different when adults, but when you get babies that are 19 weeks, 3 months, 2 months, it hits so different, y'all. That's what I'm on here now to keep him. I'm working and trying to keep my mind, but I just had to hold this baby that just came in here, y'all.
Hey, more power to you. And like I say, shout out to you. You know what I mean? Just for being there. Everybody don't be there. You feel me? So yeah, for real. It take a lot, to be able to deal with that. And when you look at people like this on the internet, like Glizzy, that's out here wasting folk time, lying and scheming and stuff like that. When you think about the parents who didn't give a damn about children and who basically let them succumb to whatever within the streets or whatever, then look at Glizzy and what he doing. He the same way. I look at him the same way. Okay, because him or that clown, not now one of them, are there with a child. The only child they got is Lily, and they both some bad dog parents. So that should tell you that they shouldn't have no children. For him to even get up here playing and stuff, cosplaying, talking about he doing a pregnancy test and stuff, like how you was gonna take the damn pregnancy test? You gonna put it in your bunghole or something? How you was gonna do that? What you were gonna pee? How you were gonna get pregnant, Gliz? Like, make that make sense.
But see, that's why I rock with y'all.
1 second, Miss CC. Let me say this as a trigger warning to people. Because a lot of people can get triggered, when we talk about certain things like that. And I want to just caution people about that. I send my condolences to people who go through that and understand that, and women who actually can get pregnant and have a baby, and you go through that thing, and this is what I try to say to people, that you literally got a grown man that claims he's 47, but when he's sitting on live talking about he was at this age, I think he said 12 or 14, he was friends with somebody 30 some years or 40 some years, then how are you 47? And the math was equating to 51 or 53. I don't remember the exact number, but these are the lies that this man get on here and do. And this is what I don't understand about TikTok. This is about their the viewers, not TikTok, but some of the viewers, that it was okay for this man, he's creator, for him to get up here and degrade women, their children, wish death upon kids. I don't care how long he said it ago. It wasn't that long ago, and I don't give a damn if it was. He needs to be reminded what he did and what he said, because he has not accepted responsibility for what he said. He don't know the true conviction of being a mom. He never will. He never will. And I think it's come to a point, in my opinion, he gets on this app to mimic women, to degrade women, and that's his glitch. Now he can't even afford to get his wigs put on, and he's not booked and busy. See, Carlos was the best thing that happened to them. Carlos was the best thing that happened to them. He wouldn't have got that fresh new set of dentures in his mouth and all that other stuff Charles got. They wouldn't have got it if it wasn't for Carlos. You wouldn't have had that wedding reception if it wasn't for Carlos. You would have been in your backyard like you was yesterday, having that damn trick or treat, or bumper treat, whatever you call it, the bumper treat hunt,
Trick or trailer.
whatever the hell you was doing. Bump Fest 2024, doing what you was doing, acting like you always got to have your behind as the center of attention. Everywhere you go, you got to do something. Act you can't set your ass down for a few minutes. And you don't have to be the center of attention. Acting like you can do the wobble and all of that. You can't do no damn wobble with them damn army shoes on you had. With the back of your heels coming out on the back.
He should have just walked barefoot at that point, because I don't understand what he protecting on the bottom of them soles besides what.
I've never seen an ashy nun before, y'all, till yesterday when I saw that video. I've never seen an ashy nun.
Right. I ain't seen toes from the 16th century. Last time I saw that is when the Houston Museum of Natural Science decided to do the mummies expedition. And he had the same toes as the mummies that are in the glass preserved, man. I'm trying to tell you.
But I want to say this to you guys. The reason why I rock with you guys is this. My job is a challenging job. You know, like I was just telling y'all about babies. I say from June to current, I've buried a total of 15 children from the age of 19 weeks all the way up to 17 years old. And it behooves me when Joe gets on here and talks about babies, children, because I see it myself. I'm dealing with mothers that are as young as 15 who lost a child. I got to not only consult them and make funeral arrangements with them for their baby, but then on my For You page, who comes across my page talking about people, children, dead babies and whatnot? Here you got a 15-year-old who wants to kill herself because her baby died. Here I got another woman who just lost twins at 19 weeks. Again, she couldn't get an abortion because she knew it was a prayer and a wing if those babies was going to make it to term. And she lost them at 19 weeks. So when you say stuff about women, you don't know what we go through because you're an imitation of a woman. Not even an imitation of a woman.
He ain't even
I don't know what you want.
He don't even make for no imitation.
Right. So I deal with these things firsthand all the time. I deal with these families. And then, you know, for you to say the things that you say about reproductive, about teasing, about being pregnant, some women can't get pregnant. And the ones who get pregnant, who lose their child, they go through a lot. They still go through postpartum. They delivered a child.
And you know what, CC, I love you, but if you want me to eat him up, keep talking, because see, you get me roused up because I go back to thinking what this man was on here doing. And see, what he ought to have been doing instead of talking about damn women and their children and God bless these souls that you do, the things you do. He ought to took that damn Kill Bill red suit and Bill the Bob and that damn yellow track suit he had on looking like he was applying for Sesame Street as Big Bird. That's what he should be doing, trying to do stuff like that. Get Charles in the kindergarten and go back through school again. Then I'll be impressed.
But he'll never experience like some of these ladies who are coming through here, the mother of the loss of a child. Because when you birth something, I don't care if it's 2 months or if it's 45 years old. That's your child. That child came out of your womb. Joe will never experience anything like that. So for you to make light of that,
and
you done lost your damn mind.
Absolutely, and he makes fun of it, and it's not something that I take lightly. And again, I will say this as I say it this way: my condolences to all women who have been through things that this has either triggered you or affected you in a way. My heart goes out to you. That's number one. Miss Hillary Sanchez is here to advocate for women and stuff. Now I have a case against him. I'm going to see it through. I'm going to see it through to prove a point. I'm going to see it through to show y'all that anybody can get on here acting like they got it. Everybody jealous of you. But now when it's time to put up, we see what you do. We see you coming out saying you don't got this, you don't got that, you could sue, but you're not going to. You're going to be a bigger person. No, don't give me no passes. Counter sue me. I invite you to. But let me say this to you guys, and I stopped CC for a reason, because I want to leave on a positive note, an uplifted show, because I have less than a little bit of time because I got to go deal with my baby, my honey. Okay? I need to have my daily dose of my medication, as they say, the 10 o'clock meds coming around since I'm in this crazy house. But what is so interesting to me is that you got Joe acting just like the damn dominant man. He's the dominant man, so Charles might as well be Netta the character, and you just be Joe. You just be Joe Robinson. You just be Joe. And I'm thankful that you don't got nothing down there where you doing any damage on Charles that is just like a shrimp. So he's not in no pain. We definitely know that. And we also know that you running around here acting like, okay, we gonna do this, we gonna do that. Okay, why haven't y'all done it? Where are all these people that was doing all this stuff for y'all? This is what I want to know. But I'm going to take this opportunity on the Miss Hillary Sanchez show to tell all my guests that was up here, from Mia to Queen Eyes to DJ World. Thank you so much. Doc, CC, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all brought a lot to the conversation. Y'all brought a lot to the Miss Hillary Sanchez show. I appreciate y'all. I thank you. I thank my supporters for 170K taps. I thank all 206 people, whether you like me or you don't. Miss Hillary Sanchez said this, and I'm going to say it again. I came here to humble Joe Diddy. I came here to humble him. Everybody knows that Charles was doing things that Joe Glizzy put him up to doing. That's all they do. They got little people on here that's in this live right now. We're screen recording and listening. That'll go back and tell them something. But let me tell y'all something that I want you to go back and deliver to Joe Diddy. I want you to tell him this. Where he messed up at is when he decided to go and put that recording up. When the court issued this order to me and they issued this order to him, you are not allowed to record this or any other remote court proceedings. Now, that is going to be a motion for contempt. I got the video of you playing the recording of the court proceedings. I got you on the live, talking on the live about it. Everything showing you. You can't say it wasn't you. Okay? So let's be real clear, Joe Diddy. I'm going to go down to the courthouse tomorrow and I'm filing a motion for contempt. I want you to understand that a motion for contempt will be filed. And I will tell y'all again, thank you so much for all the gifts. Thank my guests. Thank everybody. I appreciate y'all. There will be a Miss Hillary Sanchez show after dark after I deal with my husband. Okay. See, that's the thing that a lot of people have to understand. You don't let the app control and interfere with your duties and responsibilities. You need to take care of yo man, and you whatever y'all do what you do. But Miss Hillary Sanchez has some things she has to do. So I thank everybody. I thank Queen Ive. I thank all my supporters, everybody who gave me gifts, everybody who tapped the screen. Thank you so much. Cece, thank you so much what you do for the funeral home, burying these people's children. There ain't these angels like you do. You know you are always welcome. Sending you so much love. Keep doing what you do. We had a very dope panel on the Miss Hillary Sanchez show. We don't disappoint over here. Make sure that y'all tune in to the Miss Hillary Sanchez show 7 days a week. 7 days a week, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you missed the live or you're trying to understand what happened and you want to get caught up, tune in to the Miss Hillary Sanchez show on YouTube. And you can also check out DJ World. Check out DJ World on TikTok, DJ World on YouTube. Check him out. He has great, I be in there sometimes I don't say nothing. And he clocks it. He does what he does. We know what happens. Duchess is I told y'all, I said Duchess is a hurricane coming. See, when I get ready to bow my hat down in the arena, I know that there are people who will pick up and do what they need to do on this app. I thank you. I'm very humble. I appreciate y'all. I will see this through. I promise y'all, TikTok. Y'all finna see. You think Joe Diddy ate his words tonight? You ain't seen nothing yet. Thank y'all so much. Have a wonderful day. For those who stand up for the late show, I'll see y'all back here in an hour. Thank you. Good night. Thank you, Miss Queen Ive.
You're welcome.
Love you.
Love you more.
So thank y'all so much again. I sure hope whoever can't sleep, come on at 11 o'clock on the other page, because you know I'm going in. Okay, y'all? Good night. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate y'all. You guys have touched me in ways. I thank you so much, Miss CC. Thank you, Miss Whitney. I forgot to thank Miss Whitney, y'all. Miss Whitney was on the panel. Doc was on the panel. Miss Shawnee 110, my girl, my daycare mom. She's a wonderful lady. I love her. All my gifters, all my tappers, thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. And again, special shout out to DJ underscore world underscore 2020 underscore 2 came up, panel was on fire.